fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Plenty of sunshine for this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower 80s for afternoon highs. A north wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour will stay mostly clear for tonight with the potential for some patchy fog possible inland as temperatures return to the 60s by Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month with your $50 donation to Compassion International. Just text the word radio to 97646.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Come on, kids. The show's about to start.
She take my money when I'm in need. Yes, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger way over town that digs on me.
She give me money. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, I could tell you rock, I could tell by your charm. Far as girls, you got a flock, I could tell by your charm and your arm, but I'm looking for the one. Have you seen her? My psychic told me she'll have a like Serena, Trina, Gina for Lopez, 4 kids, and I gotta take all they bad to showbiz. Okay, get your kids, but then they got their friends. I pulled up in the Benz, they all got a bin. We all went to den, and then I had to pay. If you f***ing with this girl, then you better be paid. You know why? Take too much to touch her. From what I heard, she got a baby by Buster. My best friend said she used to f*** with Usher. I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down.
You're listening to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Locker Room on a Saturday. Another day of NFL action. We're going to talk about the last couple games that were bizarre, and that's why it's not over till it's over. We'll look at the games tomorrow. Miami and L.A., baby. Can you feel it? Hopefully Baker Mayfield's still not on that field. You got the Jets taking on Buffalo. Big game. Giants and Eagles right on the turnpike. We'll talk some NBA. Heisman Trophy tonight. Who you got? Who's going to give you this stiff? Who's going to give you the arm? We'll find out about that. We got Teddy Covers calling from Viva Las Vegas at 12:35. Xavier Bradley last week was a winner. We also got day 6, I believe, of Chaos. Jimmy's going to break that down for you where you can get another big prize. We got a lot more going on in the locker room. We'll talk about some bowl games. And the Gators getting 12 now? Wow. That's a lot from the Beavers. Again, you go look at the mascot. Can a beater beat a gator? I don't think so. We might have to go with the Gators. You can hear that game right here on Real Radio. It is the Locker Room on a Saturday. We give it to you for the next 4 hours. Army-Navy today. Who cares? The whole world cares because everybody's betting on it. The over-under is 32. Sounds like my people that I date, 32. That's my cutoff. We got Jimmy in the house. Good morning, Jimmy.
That's as old as you'll go?
Yeah, yes.
Good morning.
Right out of the gate.
Nice.
Boom, boom, boom. And, of course, we got Joe still crying about Ohio State. Get over it, bitch.
I'm not getting over nothing.
I get
But it's good to see you, too. G-Man.
Right out of the gate.
Good to see you, Jimmy. It's a pleasure to see you, my good sir.
Good to see you, Jimmy.
But as soon as you come in, you start preaching Ohio. I don't want to hear
They should be number 3. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my God, they're lucky they're in the friggin' dance.
They're not lucky. Oh, man.
Dude, accept it. They lost.
They should be third. So did TCU. So did TCU.
TCU, they lost to a conference champ.
Yeah, to a team worse than Michigan.
I don't make the rules. Hey, they're in the dance. If they're so freaking good, they'll beat Georgia and they'll win it all.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, you got to realize that. They got to get an opportunity.
So, when we've talked, what do I say? What do I say every time? Georgia's best team in the country. Right?
Okay.
So I just want them to beat Michigan because they're better than Michigan. That's all. I want a first round Michigan. I expect Georgia to
because then you got to hear
blast
it. You gotta
everybody.
Hear it. Then you got to hear it again.
I don't have to hear anything and whatever. I mean, it's
tough to be a Ohio State fan right now. 2 years in a row you lost.
I don't think so.
Really?
I
think it is.
Nah.
Come on.
No, it's all right.
Hey, what are you talking about?
That's all right.
2 years in a row. You go to a casino twice in a row, you lose. What do? You don't go back to that casino.
A Buckeye is a Buckeye.
Hey, Jimmy, you got that?
That's in a Greek misspeak. I don't think I have that isolated.
A Buckeye.
I wish I did, though.
He's a Buckeye.
A Buckeye is a Buckeye.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I love you to death. I take a bullet for you with a vest, but
I'm not saying that they didn't lose to Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I think they should be the third team in the playoff, and they should play Michigan in the first round. That's all I'm saying.
Well, they beat
Georgia.
Georgia.
They're giving Michigan a cupcake before Georgia absolutely destroys them. I just wanted Ohio State to get another shot.
Well, maybe Ohio State beats Georgia. Possible.
Maybe. It is possible. Honestly, it is very possible. Georgia's fantastic, but with the offensive talent Ohio State has, it's absolutely possible.
Yeah, the thing with Georgia is they just have the quarterback's okay. He just has so many weapons. And the defense is tremendous.
The defense is just stupid.
Yeah, the
It's a
tight end
great
for Georgia's first rounder.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
And then
Georgia's got some rock stars, man.
Oh, my God. And then the backup, they got Washington. Kid's like 6'9", 290. I mean, he can knock
It's a
two
house.
guys. Yeah,
It's a house.
He knocked two people down.
Yeah.
They're playing so well. Bennett is obviously he's a little bit older. How about that other kid coming back for his 7th year?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Talk about that. In the portal this week, there's 1,300 kids already. Last year was 3,000.
Yeah.
Dion goes to Colorado. How about Dion goes to Colorado and Colorado goes, we don't have the money.
That speech was unbelievable. You see when he went in to talk to the kids?
Yeah.
That was like, I thought like the first 30 seconds, I was like, this is awesome. It's like motivational. And then he's like, you guys probably aren't going to be here. It's like, there's a reason you're sitting at home right now. He's like, I still got a game to play. But you guys are here. That's why I'm coming. It's like, oh my God, Dion. This took a turn, man.
They're 1-11.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not saying that they weren't, but he's like, go ahead. He's like, you might as well get in the portal now.
Yeah.
He's like, because I'm bringing my luggage.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, Dion's
You're
got
ruthless.
Yeah. He's got the rap. He's got the words. He's got a lot of charisma.
And the worst though is that he has like he has this whole speech of him basically saying like, you guys are terrible. I'm going to replace all of you, and then he makes the kids like repeat like his thing, like fast, physical, character, like. I'm like, no, you're already kicking me out. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna tap dance for you.
Yeah, really?
He could maybe just be saying that to see how these kids are. Maybe somebody else comes in. Remember a story years ago with the two loan sharks I told you? Remember that one? Remember that one? It's motivation.
I did.
It was one loan shark, bought a loan for another guy. And the kid was always a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So the other guy goes, I don't want the loan anymore. You take it for 30% off or 40% off the thing.
Mm-hmm.
A year later, two loan sharks meet in a restaurant. He goes, hey, how's Joey? He goes, Joey paid every week. He goes, that's impossible. He didn't pay with me for 5 years. Always a problem. It was the first week. I took a bat. I threw it through his vet, and I smashed his vet. I gave him 400. I said, "You ever late again? Next time it's your legs."
Yeah.
Dion could walk in there, and these kids could change.
You're right.
I mean, you don't know. It's like the substitute teacher. Walks in that day in school, and everybody's like throwing stuff, going crazy. So you never know. Sometimes somebody
just like it.
Yeah. Somebody else comes
I don't think you could have gotten a better analogy. Couldn't have getting.
Like sex with a condom. I mean, what do you want me to give you today? Heisman Trophy tonight.
Getting here.
I can only give you so much.
Who's the odds-on favorite to win the Heisman?
Williamson.
What's that?
Williamson from USC.
Okay.
The kid from TCU is a long shot.
Okay.
But everybody likes him.
What about Stetson Bennett? Is he like going to backdoor this thing?
I don't think so.
I mean, he's had a really good year.
He
Best
does.
team, undefeated. They're probably going to walk away with the title. I could see him sneaking one in, especially because
and then your
Williams
boys
got hurt.
Your buddy's there for Ohio State.
Yeah.
4 quarterbacks. I mean, Bennett could. He's long odds too.
Yeah.
But Williamson and then Williamson.
It's just nobody ran away with it.
Well,
so that's why it's so up in the air.
Well, they feel Williamson did because the other night the college football had their awards.
Yeah.
And he got 85% of number first as the best quarterback.
Okay.
The kid had a fantastic year. He's only a sophomore.
No, he's awesome.
I mean, years ago, if you won the Heisman as a sophomore, that was
crazy.
Unheard of.
Yeah, when Manziel won it as a redshirt freshman, people lost their mind.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so, it has changed over the years because years ago it was a senior. That was it once in a while.
I hope he wins it. I mean, Stetson Bennett's 25. You should be dominating these teenagers, dude. Come on. It's like when Winky won it back in 99 or 2000.
He was
40. 30.
41. He was 41.
He's got a receding hairline. What is he in here for?
Who's the only guy to win the Heisman 2 years in a row?
2 years in a row? Archie Griffin.
All right. Yeah. Right, Joe.
There you go.
Give him a bell, Jimmy. Give him a bell for that. You want to go double down. Double down. You're at Bellagio, 3 a.m. What
do you got?
You're doubling down for a hooker. Did you know his number?
45.
Whoa, my God.
Yeah, come on now.
Whoa.
Come on now.
Wow.
Come on now.
Unbelievable. You want to go triple?
Yeah, fire away.
Rex Kern, quarterback for Ohio State Buckeyes in the 70s, one of the best quarterbacks Ohio State ever had. What was his number for 3 down? And I'll throw in lunch at the Spago at the Bellagio.
Yeah, you're definitely wrong. I'm going to say 14.
You didn't let me finish. I was going to give you a hint. Jeez, my God.
What was the hint?
Eli Manning.
Oh, 10.
There it is. There you went at it.
There it is.
That's a hit.
I dumped it where he got it
wrong.
It's gone. It's gone. Nobody heard it. Nobody heard it.
877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can always email Jimmy at realradio921.com. We got NFL going in. We're going to talk about the games the other night, Thursday and Monday. Both times if you had the favorite and you had the money line, guess what you're doing today? Getting a sex change. You got some problems. You really do. It is Joe, Jimmy, and the Greek. It is the locker room, baby. You're not getting this anywhere else. Bottom line, we'll tell you how to pay your rent and who you got to sleep with to get it paid. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Plenty of sunshine for this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower 80s for afternoon highs. A north wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour will stay mostly clear for tonight with the potential for some patchy fog possible inland as temperatures return to the 60s by Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month with your $50 donation to Compassion International. Just text the word radio to 97646.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile. Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Football is back. Come on out to our first appearance at Sailfish Sands tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. for our next Real Radio Miller Lite watch party of the season and watch all the afternoon's games. Great food and drink specials, including $3 Miller Lite drafts during all live pro games. Real Radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fins game and stay on to catch the Fins Los Angeles game at 8:20 p.m. Sailfish Sands Golf Course, 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard, Stewart. See you there. It's the BrandSmart USA 10th sale. Now through Sunday, only at BrandSmart USA's West Palm Beach location, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. Huge savings on name brand appliances, furniture, and more at crazy low prices. Sale ends 8 p.m. Sunday. This is your chance to save big. Friday through Sunday only at BrandSmart USA's West Palm Beach store, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. Don't miss our weekend special. Save $1,000 on our most popular Sleep Number 360 smart bed, plus free home delivery on all smart beds when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
What's the Anna Jar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anna Jar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach. Here's an unexpected holiday surprise for all the last-minute shoppers. This weekend, all of Diamonds Direct's earrings are 25% off. That's right, all earrings, an incredible 25% off. Diamond studs, diamond hoops, colored gemstone earrings, designer earrings, all earrings included. Who wouldn't love a beautiful pair of diamond stud earrings for Christmas? Make it happen this weekend and save an unbelievable 25%. Best prices of 2022. Special financing available too. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct behind Town Center Mall.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen your appreciation of the Word and inspire you to keep learning.
Listen to The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
iHeartland in Fortnite. Now open.
Ready, know that?
Yeah. The hottest concerts from the hottest artists. iHeartland in Fortnite. Games. Yeah. Friends. Fun.
One more time.
The hottest concerts from the hottest artists.
The Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday, 92.1 Real Radio. Thanks for listening all the time to The Locker Room. We're about an hour and change away from Teddy Covers. He's going to call us from Vegas and give us some winners to help you with your Christmas shopping. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Joe is here.
What's going on, boys?
And if you guys want to get into the huddle, it's 877-927-6969. Joe, who got screwed more, the Saints or the Raiders?
Neither.
No.
Neither.
When I say screwed, I mean worst loss.
The worst loss was the Raiders, no question.
You think?
The Saints lost to Tom Brady. Like, that's okay.
With 3 minutes left, they're down by 13. 13. 304.
Bro, it was the same thing. They let Baker Mayfield, he's been in L.A. for 10 minutes, go 98 yards with no timeouts.
Yeah.
I don't care how you slice it. I don't care about the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that Jerry Tillery slapped the ball out of his hands.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of that. He went 98 yards with the worst line in football, no Cooper Kupp, no Allen Robinson. He's thrown to Tutu Atwell, Ben Skoranek, and Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Do you know who they are? Because only their parents know who they are.
Nah, I know who they are.
I'm just saying.
It was a great pass for a touchdown.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, it was honestly great for Baker. He's gotten absolutely destroyed for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I
Good
know
for
you're one
him.
of Baker's biggest fans.
I'm a huge Baker guy.
I know you must.
Huge
I mean, you
Baker
grew a
guy.
beard for him.
I did.
I
did.
mean,
I hope he watches the show.
That's right. Go to Real TV. We're on Zoom again today, baby. Check us out. Sponsored by Monroe's. You know who they got tonight, Jimmy? Who they got tonight?
Heidi Ho.
Huntsman.
I don't remember her last name.
Huntsman.
Huntsman?
Yeah.
Heidi Ho Huntsman.
That's right. On
Yeah.
stage tonight, along with UFC.
Man, she's a hottie.
Yes. So, yeah, you grew a beard for Baker Mayfield, so people can check it out. So, we know you're a big fan. I did think of you the other night.
Yeah.
I said, two people I know that are happy, you and Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. No, I'm super happy that Baker did that. But I let me tell you something.
But you think it was the change of jersey number?
I feel it may be. That could be it.
Got away
that
from the
could be it.
six.
He looks good in 17. But no. I mean, how do you look in the mirror as a Raiders fan right now and not just like wipe away tears? They don't have the money to fire McDaniels and hire another coach. They're going to run this back next year.
Mm-hmm.
This team is terrible.
Yeah.
You paid $160 million, almost damn near guaranteed to Derek Carr. He's getting $40 million a year
Carr's
to
not
throw
right.
those horrible interceptions.
Yeah, Carr's bad.
They're on a 3-game win streak. The Rams had lost 6 games in a row.
Yeah.
We're completely depleted. No Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. That's the worst loss of the year.
Yeah.
The only close runner-up is losing to Jeff Saturday, like 5 days after he got off his couch.
Yeah.
Working for ESPN.
They've lost 4 games this year, leading by 13.
Yep.
4.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So if you've been
That's
betting
a
the
lot,
Raiders,
man.
woo, not good.
Those
Not
are bad
good.
beats.
I thought the Saints was bad too. The thing about the Saints, and Jimmy's tired of me hearing it, they ran the ball 2 times and then passed. And, Tampa's got timeouts. They gave the ball back in 29 seconds. You don't do that.
No.
29 seconds. But these are professional teams and coaches that are getting paid millions of dollars. If I was the owner, I'd fire both their asses.
Yeah, but it all comes down to execution, man.
Yep.
And if your guys don't execute, they don't execute. Like, look, coaching decisions are great as long as guys execute.
Of course. Just like
And-
life decisions.
But like I said, though, it goes back to being like Tom Brady, And the whole thing with the Bucs reminds me of the Bengals last year on that playoff run. Because the Bengals line was bad, right?
Yeah.
And they would just get beaten in the first half. Burrow would just get crushed because he wouldn't have any time. But you let the defense wear down a little bit in the second half. You give them that extra half second. That's what happened to the Saints.
Yeah.
They were all over Brady. And as soon as they wore down in that fourth quarter,
Yeah.
and Tom had that extra half second, all he needs is a surgeon. The dude, like, honestly, he's the GOAT, man. There's no question about it. Everybody knows it.
You
But
needed
to see
that
him
game
do
to
that,
tell you
no,
he was
no,
a
no,
GOAT?
no, 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 no. I said it's no question. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
But it's like That's all he needs.
3-1 without
That's all
Giselle.
he needs.
3-1 without Giselle. That's my stat. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, again, a good game, but the Saints made some. Julio Jones, great catch.
Yes.
About at the 8-yard line on the sidelines. 2 guys, unbelievable catch.
It's good to see him kind of reviving things a little bit. I love Julio.
And
Julio's
then Tampa
awesome
Monday night, which I thought was great. It shows the way they are. They score a touchdown. It gets called for holding. He goes back to the 15. So then you're thinking if you got Tampa, you're done.
Yeah.
Money line. You're like, it's finished. There's no way they're going to score again. He scores again.
Yeah. Tom Terrific don't care.
Oh, man. I mean,
You don't care.
Yeah. I like the press conference. He comes in. He goes, this is just the way we planned it. I mean, just unbelievable. But yeah, Baker Mayfield, 98 yards at the end of the game. I don't think you would even thought Baker Mayfield could have drove 98 yards in his car at the end of that game.
No,
I mean,
not with that offense.
He did come out looking good, though. He had a couple nice passes.
He's a talented kid.
Yeah.
He's a really talented kid. And look, Carolina was an absolute, and still is, an absolute dumpster fire this year. They're going to clean house. They're going to get so many new faces in that building next year. It's crazy. Like, that wasn't a good situation for Baker.
It'll
I'll
be a
tell
dumpster fire again.
Yeah, honestly, it probably will. But I will say this. Baker and McVay have had a relationship since before Baker was drafted. They flew back from some event and sat next to each other on the same plane, struck up a good relationship. Look, Matt Stafford is going to retire. Matt Stafford almost retired before he got traded from Detroit. Oh, I think he's done.
Really?
I think he's done. He was on the brink of being done 3 years ago. Now, after all this injuries, all this stuff, he's got his Super Bowl ring. I think he's going to hang it up.
Ooh, this is breaking news.
I think there's a very good chance that Baker Mayfield is the Rams starter next year.
Wow.
He's got the relationship with McVay. They have no first-round pick. They have limited funds to go out and try to get somebody. They don't have a ton of draft picks to go and trade for somebody. I think, honestly, I don't expect Baker to play as well as he played on Thursday for the rest of the year. This is a bad football team. I expect them to just get, beaten and bruised and everything like that. I think he has an outside shot at being the starter next year. I think he's probably the most likely person to do it.
Wow, that's good. Good for him.
Great
good
for
his
him.
wife.
Great for him because there's probably less than a handful of situations where he would actually fit at this point in his career.
Yeah, I mean, the NFL right now lacks good quarterbacks throughout. I mean, if there's 10, that's stretching it. Every other one, the next 20, you could take in or out.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Yes and no. I think there's a lot of talented quarterbacks that just aren't like those elite difference makers. And if you can get one of those difference makers, then you'll move on from one of those mid-range guys.
Yeah.
Like I think Kirk Cousins, I think he's good. He's not great.
No.
I think Derek Carr can be good. He's not great.
I think Derek Carr sucks.
I don't think he sucks, but man, it's tough to argue anything on his behalf after
he
Thursday.
He makes so many bad decisions.
Yeah.
He really does.
You're not wrong.
For years.
You're not wrong.
I mean, him and Murray, how they both got $200 million blows my mind.
But you look at his numbers though. You look at his numbers as a whole, and it's like, oh my, like this guy's good.
Yeah, and what
this guy can play.
But what are we basing it on? Numbers or wins?
No, of course. But I mean,
it's like your bank account. You go to the ATM, you look at your balance. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You can't be like, well, I could have been this, it could have been that.
You're
he
not
sucks.
Wrong. Yeah, but he's led a couple playoff runs.
Yeah.
He's done nothing in the playoffs, like Kirk Cousins.
No, Cousins is another one.
He's those guys that are just they're fringe.
Another one when he cashes a check, should feel bad. I mean, God bless him.
They play well in contract years.
That's right.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, Cousins also bet on himself, like Aaron Judd, and then he got the money. Same scenario, so give him credit.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, there's 12 out of 32 quarterbacks that I think are good.
Yeah.
And very few am I going to say is great.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Mahomes is great. I think Josh Allen is great. I still think Rodgers is great, and everybody else is good.
I think Burrow is in that top 3 now. I think Burrow's ahead of Brady. He's ahead of Rodgers. He's ahead of
Brady,
Herbert.
yeah.
I would put Burrow and Allen and Mahomes. It goes. Mahomes is 1A, Allen's 1B, and I'd put Burrow at 2.
Yeah.
In that scenario. I mean, Mahomes he's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's just ridiculous. And I think when Allen is healthy, I personally think he's better than Mahomes. But you can't really argue with Mahomes' resume.
Yeah, I go ahead and Mahomes. I think Allen's great, but Mahomes, just what he does with that ball.
Stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
Stupid.
it just really is. I mean, Allen's a beast too, you know what I mean? But I don't think he has the touch on some of his balls the way Mahomes does.
And the 1A to 1B is they both extend plays. They just have their own unique way of doing it.
Yeah.
Allen runs and Mahomes can sidearm a ball unlike anybody that's ever done it.
My favorite comparison to make is Michael Jordan and LeBron James. You can make the argument that either one is better, but Mahomes is like Michael in the sense that it's like watching this dude is like poetry. Everything is just like awesome and electric and just like nobody else in the league can do it. And then you've got LeBron and Josh Allen that is just so big and so physical and so unstoppable when he's going. And it's like pick your poison. You're not wrong with either one.
No,
you know what I mean.
I just think when you make a LeBron comparison and Jordan, you can't because they're different times.
No. I'm not talking about that though. I'm just talking
if
about
Jordan
like
was in the NBA
style.
today.
Yeah,
forget it.
Forget what?
Oh my God, when he would score. Are you kidding me? When they played the Knicks and the Pistons, you got beat up. You get touched today in the NBA. It's a foul.
Yeah, he got beat up.
They carry from coast to coast.
Jordan was an athlete of today playing in the late 80s and early 90s when when they played the Suns in the finals, the lockdown defender that he had to beat was Thunder Dan Marley. Are you kidding me? Give me some of these guys with the ridiculous athleticism, the unbelievable
length. He was in the East, Joe. Come on, they played the Knicks and the Pistons. You're like getting beat up. Don't argue with me.
I
am
different
area.
Argue with you
the
NBA
is so much different.
Argument.
Oh, come on.
No.
Get a set.
It's the same thing about people like, there's no defense in today's NBA. Yes, there is.
No,
there's
not.
Incredible defense.
Oh, no,
there's just such a higher level of skill.
Oh, my God. They don't even touch him.
Because you can't, because Steph Curry pulls up 5 feet behind the line.
Oh, dude. They know the rule book.
No way.
They don't even get checked.
I'm not going to stand for this argument. The defense is better today than it was back then. Yes,
I get touched more.
Game is softer. I will agree.
I get touched more walking to our vending machine than the NBA players do today.
Okay, let me ask you this. In terms of offensive skill, that doesn't count, by the way. That doesn't count, by the way. In terms of offensive skill, it's not even comparable. Yeah. Today is just through the roof. So far superior than it was in the 80s and 90s. It's not even close.
Yeah, but
if Michael Jordan played today, he wouldn't be the absolute freak of nature that he was back then.
Oh, I disagree.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Anyway, that's what's good about sports. We can debate, and it just goes on and on.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I think Jordan be just as good or better.
No. I think you're so wonderful.
He just called me. Ask me about my tea time.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him.
2:30 still?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
2:35.
Okay.
I said I got to check with Jimmy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. That's good.
I like it. And there's a locker room on a Saturday.
Am I carrying the clubs again? Caddy?
No. You don't go. You drive the cart with me.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And you and Mike talk on the way up. Because you don't want to get hit with the cigar smoke. It is the Greek, Jimmy, and Joe. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
This is Mike Golick Jr. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
With Kyle Lowry expected back in the lineup today, the Heat will go for a second straight win when they face the struggling Spurs. Still unbeaten in conference play and soaring high off of a 5-game winning streak, the Hurricanes men's basketball team will go for 6 in a row against NC State. And Grant Wahl, one of the most well-known soccer writers in the United States, died early Saturday while covering the World Cup in Qatar. He was 48 years old. I'm JD Haffron.
Hey everyone, it's Mike Golick Jr. introducing my new podcast, Gojo, tackling sports, pop culture, and whatever else you can think of. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Gojo, the podcast with DraftKings, releasing daily, Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcasts.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's at a big weekend coming up Saturday night. Feature entertainer Heidi Ho Huntsman live on stage. And also watch UFC 282 live. It's Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there every day for the best entertainment and the best ladies. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And it's never too early to make your reservations for New Year's Eve. Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there today. Peace.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-809-7171. That's 800-809-7171. 800-809-7171.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
When you can't stop, there's Vicks VapoRub. Vicks VapoRub sends powerful medicated Vicks vapors right to the source of your... so you can experience cough relief and breathe easier. Generations of families have trusted Vicks VapoRub to help relieve the worst cold symptoms. So next time you have a cough, reach for the Vicks VapoRub. Vicks VapoRub. Cough relieving is believing.
We conquer cancer. For the mom-to-be who is out of treatment options. For the doctor who has a brilliant idea but needs research funding. For the people who faced cancer head-on and climbed incredible heights while they were with us. For the children who celebrate the end of chemo. We conquer cancer for all who have been touched by it. Conquer Cancer accelerates breakthroughs in research and care for every cancer, every patient, everywhere. Join us at conquer.org.
This holiday season, don't forget about you. The free iHeartRadio app is filled with everything you want to hear. And best of all, it's free. That means you can listen to this station while you're dashing out to the store because you forgot something. Again.
Gum is a stocking stuffer, right?
Or grab your headphones and escape inside a podcast for a little alone time. And finding one you love is easy. Like buying a gift card because you're out of ideas. Give yourself the gift that keeps giving all year long. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
The Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Welcome back to the Locker Room, and glad to have you here with us. Just a good reminder for you to go to realradio921.com. Look for the 12 Days of Chaos icon. You'll see that today is day number 6 of the 12 Days of Chaos. And we've got another great prize for you, a $2,500 gift card to the International Diamond Center.
Yes.
Courtesy of Real Radio. Boy, what a great gift that would be, huh?
Oh, my God. You're getting engaged. Maybe you buy somebody a watch, a ring, a TV. It's nice.
Yeah, TV at the International Diamond Center. Great place to pick up a TV.
They got them way in the back.
Or not.
Way in the back.
But also remember, it is for the kids. There is a link there, too, that you'll find drop-off locations. It'll tell you there's 4 of them, drop-off locations, where you can get an unwrapped toy and drop it off for the kids. The Toys for Tots program. We're happy to partner up with them again this year. And again, days number 6 of the 12 Days of Chaos, realradio921.com. Hey, Greek, what's going on, buddy?
You're the best, Jimmy. Joe, it is the Locker Room, 877-927-6969. I have a Christmas party to attend tonight later in the evening, and it's also you bring a toy for the kids for the DiMaggio Hospital, which I think is very nice.
Oh, that's great.
So I'm thinking, do I put my picture in the back to the kid? Because I want him to know I got it. You know what I mean?
Duh. Well, I think they're going to know once they see it, right? Because it's going to be like an Armani or something like that.
Why would you even just give him the picture? You're going to get him a gift on top of that? That's 2 gifts. That's almost too much. You make everybody else look bad.
I went to a store yesterday. I bought like a little racing car
That's
with
cool.
a handle and everything.
That's awesome.
That was cute. You know what I mean?
Well, put your face in the window, so like you're driving. You're the one driving, right? And on the front.
Isn't that a little pretentious?
Yeah, get a little. Did you get a little Mercedes?
Yeah.
Not for you. No.
So
this is the humble part of the show, kids.
So we're out and about last night, and this is what I love about guys. And Jimmy and Joe will enjoy this, and any guy will enjoy this. There was this girl working at this certain establishment. Okay.
Is this an adult entertainment establishment, or is this just like a cigar bar or restaurant?
It's Strike Cigar Lounge.
Oh, okay. All right.
Very nice. Big Christmas party they had, and very nice. And she really didn't say, let's say she really didn't understand English too well.
Okay.
You know, she was new. She just came over here from Brazil. I got that much for her. Talked to her a little, not much. But every guy's throwing a line at her, rapping with a rapper.
Yeah.
And the girl didn't even know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, she had no clue what's going on.
And, the only reason she came over to me, because I went like this once.
Yeah, of course.
I took out a wad.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey.
And money.
No, wow. Well, you're welcome.
You can keep that one.
That's unbelievable. Oh, my God. But it was just so funny. Like, everybody goes out, and she's just smiling. And I'm like, my God, like, and of course we connected because I don't speak English well.
Same boat right there.
Perfect.
It was perfect. I mean, I don't speak English well. She doesn't speak English well.
It's 2 peas in a pod.
Mm-hmm. And here comes one of Greek's buddies.
All right, we're going Brazilian.
So we're going back. So I'm talking to this other girl, and she's talking to me, and she's like, I don't know, the way things are going. And this is when you're like in 2 different worlds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, I don't know. Maybe later we'd be smashing. I'm like, I don't drink.
Smashing what? Windows?
I'm like, I don't drink. So
I'm not into violence.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking windows.
Yeah. I don't drink, so you can smash whatever you want.
How old was she? 20?
No, come on.
Oh, 21. It was that a
No.
drinking establishment? That's who says smashing.
I think she was in her upper
20s.
Yes.
Nice. That's about right.
And I've said this before. I am terrible with ages with everybody. So I've learned the hard way to shut up.
Yeah.
Like one of my, a buddy I know, and he's young, but I didn't think he was this young.
Yeah.
I thought he was like 39, 40. He's like in his 20s,
Okay.
late 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm just not good at it. But so, no matter who it is, if you say it, you're insulting them.
Yeah,
You know what I
of course.
mean? So, when somebody's talking about ages or stuff, even with girls, I'm just not good. I'm really not good at it.
Nobody is. It's hard.
Nah, I think, some people are. Close. I don't even get in the same decade. I mean,
century. Century. We're gonna focus on century first.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't
Baby
even get
steps, Joe.
I don't even get like when I was the other girl for a while, she was 35.
Yeah.
I thought she was like 47.
Oh, you didn't tell her that, did you?
No.
Okay.
But she brought it up
Okay.
one night, and I was like, "Oh my God,
I look for
terrible.
real?
What happened?
No, I didn't say that.
How much do you drink?
No, I didn't say that. I just said I look fantastic. No, I didn't say that. No, I'm bad. These are things I'm terrible with. Okay, I can tell you right away.
No.
Terrible with directions.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Even if I Google it. I'm a little better now. I'm Googling and all that. Terrible with ages.
Yeah.
Terrible with ages. I'm getting better. Here he is. I'm getting better with asking people questions about themselves that I make like I'm concerned about.
Make like.
Yeah.
It's the key words in that sentence. I make like. Because you don't.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
I want him to speak at my
Back to
funeral.
me.
I want him to take the car, bring it back. I'm getting better at that, and I'm even expanding. You know what I mean? A little bit more. So yeah, directions terrible, age is terrible. Cannot make a tie. Never took mass transit. Have a hard time with the English language.
Stop me.
Look at Jimmy. Stop me. Everything else, perfect. What do we got under the hood? You know, and all that. But yeah. So I just thought it was hilarious when this girl, and again, like I said, I'm just not good with ages. I've never been good with that. And it's something that comes up, but doesn't come up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You start asking, and then you're like, whatever, and then you start talking, and
as long as you're not the one that initiates, like, you know, that you thought she was significantly older.
I'm never going to say
As
that.
long as-
No. Younger all the
But
time.
if you're wrong in your head, who cares?
Well, I care because I'm wasting time.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be with somebody that's old.
The unfortunate thing for you and all Jet fans is that you guys are having a good year.
It's very unfortunate.
It's unfortunate for Jet fans. You're having a good year.
Got a little beeping going on. I don't know what it is.
So one station's off the air.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So I got a great story. I think it's hilarious, but I don't know. People would think it's funny. One of my buddies and his girl broke up recently.
It's hilarious.
He's on a roll.
I've done 39 hours nonstop as my record.
Driving?
Yep. Coming into Hartford, I had fallen asleep.
Nice.
Fell asleep.
Behind the wheel.
Probably wrecked. That's great.
But I met Nutter's wife, and she was so nice. I was shocked.
I was shocked. I couldn't believe that she was nice. Can you imagine that?
My God.
Stay at my house. We've got the pool and everything nice, relaxed. We can have a cigar.
No, that's a pretty good offer. I'll see what else I get.
Highlighting the good factors of Greek.
Oh, my God. Crazy.
And the bullet hit the cop in the chest.
Thank God.
Thank God.
He had a vest on, thank God. Oh, my God. Yeah, there are some where I don't know.
But yeah, they were eating outside of the Flip Flop Dockside Eatery when the deck fell. Uh-huh.
Thank God.
Thank God the deck fell. I have 2 pages of these, Joe. 2 pages.
He can't take it. He's dying.
2 pages of these.
He's going to burst his water. Give me a couple more.
And I was so sad. When I first got my car, my Mustang, it was the very first car I owned. I told you guys I ended up totaling it.
Apparently that was funny.
He's brutal.
This is your Greek misspeak.
But Mark, we appreciate the call, brother. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Well, I'm back in the old.
Nice.
How long have you been listening? Nice. Yeah. And one more?
Not provided for my sister because I do not like her or her husband.
Nice. Again, displaying the Greek and all his good qualities as an individual, as a person. So I am working on that. We are all work in progress.
I love you, Greek.
I love you, Greek.
Oh, God. I am a work in progress. So I am definitely trying to get better. And like I said, trying to interact with, normal people and be concerned about their lives.
Sort of.
Are we smashing tonight? I don't know. What does that mean? Windows?
Bumper cars? What are we doing?
What are we doing? I mean, what's going on? No, Strikes had a great Christmas party last night. Ronnie and his wife always do a great job, so it was so nice to see everybody. Packed place. We'll be there Friday for Greek Gridiron. Keep it going. And maybe your chance to beat me in 7 games. And a chance to possibly get your name in a drawing. I only have 6 people now in the drawing for the Vegas trip. And the 6 people that are in it are always now rooting for me. They want me to continue on. So before we got into that little bit of a riff or raff of Jimmy displaying again some of my...
Whoa. I didn't start this.
I meant the drops. We were talking about the games last week and how both games you just never know. The Rams come back and Tampa Bay. Our Miami Dolphins are going to be, they were in San Francisco all week. They are playing the Chargers, and the whole world's on the Dolphins again, which I don't like. They think it's going to be a high-scoring game. But the Chargers, I don't know. This game worries me because obviously Bosa again. And, the Chargers got everybody back. Another 6-6. But I don't know. For some reason, it does concern me in this game where I think that the wheels of the Dolphins could really start to have a little bit of problem with Buffalo next Saturday night.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be a tough place for them to play. The weather, the Bills, who they are.
Yeah.
The Bills got the Jets. I don't know if they cover 10, but I think they win. But I think from Miami, and again, let's not forget how they started last week. They set a record last week. They scored the quickest touchdown in Miami Dolphin history. First play of the game.
Really? Yep. Oh, wow. Okay.
First play of the game, 80 yards. And then that was it for the week. That was it for the game.
Yeah.
Obviously they scored a little bit more, but Tua was off. And, it's one of those games where I think I don't like when 90% of people, and you don't need a big scale in betting. I've always said this. If you got 10 guys and 9 of your friends are on one side, it's not good. It's just not. Never. There isn't anything that's 100%, but it's just not a great feeling.
Yeah.
And last week, everybody was on the Dolphins that I knew and a couple picks. Teddy loved them. A couple other guys loved them. And this week again, all on the Dolphins. All on them. Tua will bounce back, yada, yada. And I don't like when that sits up. And Herbert is a good quarterback.
He is a good quarterback. The Chargers are not the 49ers. They don't have the defense.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the coaching. They don't have the offensive scheme and talent. The concern, obviously, is Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But my biggest issue for Miami is that the offensive line looked as shaky as we were worried it was going to look without Terron Armstead.
Oh, yeah, and he's out again.
And, and it's the whole thing that I've been, talking about Tua all year. When things aren't perfect, is he going to be enough to elevate?
Mm-hmm.
And he had by far his worst game.
Yeah.
He wasn't good. He was visibly shaken. He was inaccurate, which is not Tua football. So if he can bounce back and get back on track, the Dolphins will be okay. They're the better team. Yeah. They should win this game.
But Tua all year has had a great season, but a lot of his passes have been short.
Yes.
A lot of his passes have not been where they need to be. They're to the left, to the right. The receivers, which are excellent, Waddle, Gesicki, and obviously
Tyreek. Yeah.
Tyreek, it's been unbelievable. I don't know. He hasn't been on. I like Tua. I think he's a good quarterback. Could he be great? Who knows? But I think tomorrow night's game is, to me, one of the biggest games of the season based on what's ahead. They got the Packers coming up after that on Christmas Day. Everybody says the Packers are done. I'm sorry.
Packers are feisty, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count them out.
Yeah. Nope. I agree.
The Dolphins are the better team, but
you never know.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, and then you got
Is that game in Miami or is that in Green Bay?
Miami.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, because the weather would kill them.
Yeah.
But then you finish up with the Jets, and you finish up with the Patriots.
Yeah.
So, this is when we looked at the Dolphins' schedule, the season has gone the way we thought, and a lot of experts did, because the beginning was tough, and they did very well. The middle, which we thought there was a lot of games they could win on paper, they did.
Yeah.
But this is the part where we said the end of the year was going to be tough.
Yeah.
And we said it started with San Fran and the Chargers back-to-back away from home.
Yeah.
And also, for this time of year, it's rare that a team in the NFL is away 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So they're in San Fran, obviously. Now they're in L.A., and then they're in Buffalo. That's a lot.
And we were hoping that the Jets were going to be an easy game at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's even tougher than we anticipated.
That's right. And also the Patriots.
The Patriots are always tough.
Yeah, the Patriots have that defense. We'll see what happens there. But
and
I
that
think
game's in New England.
Yeah.
That's going to be an ugly one.
Oh, yeah. And also
the Jets game is in Miami, right?
The Jets game is in Miami. Yes, last home game. But also, and Jimmy, I think tomorrow, don't you give away jet tickets, or am I wrong?
Yes. We'll be giving away Jets tickets tomorrow, the last game of the year.
Yeah.
And you're going to be where?
I'm going to be at Sailfish Sands, 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard in Stewart for another Miller Lite watch party. It's going to be a Dolphins watch party, but it's a Miller Lite watch party, $3 Miller Lite drafts during all NFL games. And I'd love to see you out there. But we'll be registering people for a pair of Dolphins tickets when they play the Jets week 18.
Nice. So get it out because that's going to be a great. No matter what the records are, Jets and Miami's always a good game.
Yeah.
But this year is going to be even bigger. So go see Jimmy tomorrow. You enjoy yourself, have a great time, and get some Miller Lite specials. You can't beat that. Yeah. So to me, this is one of the biggest games because they got to win. If they lose tomorrow night, then they're 8-5.
Yeah, and going into Buffalo at 8-5 is no bueno.
No. And then they could be 8-6.
Yeah.
And then again, one win, yes, either way. But they're 8-4 right now, correct?
Yeah.
They're 8-4 right now. 9-4 sounds a lot better.
Better
than 8-5.
Yeah.
And again, they're still going to be in a playoff hunt. There's no doubt about it. But I just worry where the wheels fall off and they don't finish good.
Well, and let's be honest, Buffalo right now is still banged up.
Yeah.
And losing Von Miller for the season is brutal.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, really tough. They have so much depth on the defensive line. They're still going to be tough. The defense is still going to be good. Trey White's back, hopefully for good. Buffalo's still super talented, really, really good. As long as Josh Allen stays healthy and they keep the line intact, they have enough weapons. And James Cook is really starting to step up his game. He's been a really nice addition over the second half of the year and kind of catching on as a rookie.
But the thing with Buffalo that scares you is that they basically have the same team, which is an excellent team. But last year when they got in the playoffs, they picked up Miller because Mahomes and Burrow, those guys, they couldn't put enough pressure. And losing Von, Buffalo's fine for the season.
Yeah.
But when they get into the playoffs and they need that extra push, that's what Miller, I thought, was going to provide.
Yeah, but you can also make the same argument for Kansas City losing Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Because no Tyreek Hill on Kansas City last year, they don't beat Buffalo.
No.
So I get what you're saying, though, because he was their closer. He was the guy that was going to slam the door in the fourth quarter.
To me, Tyreek Hill was a loss, and obviously a huge game for Miami. But Miller is a worse loss for Buffalo than Tyreek is for the Chiefs because the Chiefs seems like they did very good in the draft.
Yeah,
they got the kid from Rutgers.
Yeah,
Pacheco, right?
Yeah,
he's an unbelievable running back. That kid's had 380 yards the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
He's good.
Then they got the other kid, number 1. The other running back, I forget his name off the top.
No, that's Jerick McKinnon.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
and then they got some good receivers.
Yeah, no, they have really good receivers. Don't get me wrong, but I would say that if you're talking about Buffalo's pass rushers after losing Von Miller and the Chiefs wide receivers after losing Tyreek Hill, it's the same type of loss. Like Von Miller was a difference maker, just like Tyreek is. They don't have a Tyreek level weapon. Mm-hmm. They've got a bunch of tough guys, and Travis Kelce's an absolute rock star.
Yeah, he's the same.
But they don't have a guy like Tyreek Hill. Not only takes the top off of defense, but he goes 75 yards against the best defense and the best secondary in the NFL on a 15-yard slant.
Yeah,
they don't have that guy. And without that guy last year, Buffalo's in the Super Bowl, probably beating the pants off of whoever they're playing. That was the best team in the NFL last year, and they only lost because Kansas City had not only the best quarterback, but the best weapon in the NFL. They don't have that right now.
Oh, yeah, that one slant was like 12, 15
And that
yards.
was it. Without that, obviously, like, it's Mahomes, so you have to assume he probably would have made some plays and maybe gotten into scoring position anyway. But, like, in one play like that, to lose a weapon like that, I think is a bigger loss than Von Miller. Gregory Rousseau is a damn good defensive end. A.J. Epinesa is a good defensive end. They have Shaq Lawson. They have a former first-round pick as their fourth guy, and now he's just going to be the third. Like, they've got good defensive tackles. Buffalo's loaded. And as long as they stay healthy, that's still my favorite in the NFL. That's still my favorite over Kansas City. I love Andy Reid, Mahomes. I love everything that Kansas City's got. Their defense is better. They have to first-round pick George Karlaftis out of Purdue's a really good pass rusher. He's really helped the defense.
I think Kansas City needs to be home, though.
Yeah.
Buffalo home's going to be tough.
Real tough.
Yeah. And
nobody wants to go to Buffalo in January.
No. And that'll be the end of January for that championship game.
Yeah.
It is the Locker Room on a Saturday. Always glad you guys are with us. 877-927-6969. We're going to come back, talk a little bit about the Jets and Buffalo and Giants and the Eagles. And Teddy covers at 12:35. We'll be back. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1.
Hello.
On iHeartRadio.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or
thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's at a big weekend coming up Saturday night. Feature entertainer Heidi Ho Huntsman live on stage. And also watch UFC 282 live. It's Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there every day for the best entertainment and the best ladies. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And it's never too early to make your reservations for New Year's Eve. Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there today. Pigs!
They're big, and they're coming for you. Tax refund advance loans at Jackson Hewitt, up to $4,500. That's big. Like our tax refund advance can beat up their tax refund advance kind of big. Up to $4,500 at Jackson Hewitt. Book your appointment today and get details at jacksonhewitt.com. You're going to need a bigger wallet. Eligible clients can get up to $1,000 in December and up to $3,500 in January. Loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Finance charge may apply.
Healthy Cell is a nutrition supplement that helps with staying focused, strengthening immune systems, boosting brain power, and staying asleep at night. Healthy Cell is not like other vitamins where you struggle to swallow large pills. It's an ingestible gel that you can swallow or add to your smoothies. Healthy Cell combines all the essential vitamins and minerals you need, made especially for people who struggle with swallowing pills. Go to healthycell.com and use limited time code RADIO for 20% off your first order. Healthycell.com, code RADIO.
Here's an unexpected holiday surprise for all the last-minute shoppers. This weekend, all of Diamonds Direct's earrings are 25% off. That's right, all earrings, an incredible 25% off. Diamond studs, diamond hoops, colored gemstone earrings, designer earrings, all earrings included. Who wouldn't love a beautiful pair of diamond stud earrings for Christmas? Make it happen this weekend and save an unbelievable 25%. Best prices of 2022. Special financing available too. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct behind Town Center Mall.
It's the BrandSmart USA 10th sale. Now through Sunday, only at BrandSmart USA's West Palm Beach location, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. Huge savings on name brand appliances, furniture, and more at crazy low prices. Sale ends 8 p.m. Sunday. This is your chance to save big. Friday through Sunday only at BrandSmart USA's West Palm Beach store, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
Legendary Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen in person this weekend at 3 Wentworth Gallery locations. See Rick's beautiful original art, limited editions, and even his personal drums painted and transformed into beautiful art this Friday, December 9th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Hollywood Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. This Saturday, December 10th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Boca Town Center Mall. And this Sunday, December 11th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Wentworth Gallery at Los Olas, Fort Lauderdale. Legendary Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen in person this weekend at 3 Wentworth Gallery locations.
This holiday season, it's more important than ever to make sure you make your money go farther. And while interest rates are on the rise everywhere else, at International Diamond Center, we're lowering rates all the way down to 0%. That's right. Now through December 12th, International Diamond Center is offering 0% financing for 5 years. This is in addition to IDC's amazing unbeatable value prices, so you can make their Christmas dreams come true. How about an $8,000 diamond tennis bracelet for just $133 a month? Or check out a special collection of affordable and timeless classics like diamond studs, gold fashion and diamond fashion jewelry with instant savings of 20% and some hand-picked specials even marked down to 40%. Don't let anything keep you from getting that headliner gift this year. International Diamond Center has the price relief and the interest rate relief you deserve. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. On approved credit.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Locker Room.
Sounds great.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is 12 Days of Chaos, day 6 today, a $2,500 gift card to International Diamond Center. Who doesn't want that around the holidays? Maybe for somebody special in your life, or maybe just for yourself. Got to take care of Amois. Remember, if you want to make people happy, you got to be happy. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
And it's 12 o'clock. We're 35 minutes and change. I like to say that. Change. Away from Teddy Covers. And Teddy will give us some winners and help you with your Christmas list. We were talking a little bit about the Bills, and they're playing a Jets big game.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the Giants and the Eagles, another big game on the Turnpike.
Yeah.
So let's kick it off with Buffalo and the Jets. Buffalo, depending on where you're shopping, could be 10, could be 9. Might even go up to 10.5. Last game they played was 2017. Zach Wilson threw a couple interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Zach's still on the team, but he's not playing. What do you see this game going? What do you think's going to happen? And Jets with White, is he going to have another? I mean, last week they did shock me with Minnesota. They should have won.
They came back pretty big time. If they would have scored some touchdowns, they'd have won that game.
Oh, they were in red zone 4 times.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't score.
Yeah. You know, I like Mike White. I like the story. But the Jets, to me, I think are going to be overwhelmed in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Buffalo defense is going to be too much for the offensive line. They've lost a lot of guys on that offensive line. Garrett Wilson's really emerged as a really strong wide receiver. He's been playing really well, but I don't know if the Jets have the firepower to win, let alone win in Buffalo. You know, I think they caught him on the right week. Back when they beat him in New York. I don't know if that's going to happen again.
Now, the Bears, they beat the Bears 2 weeks ago, and the Bears' defense is not good.
No.
And then when you look stat-wise, Minnesota's defense is not that good either.
No. I think we all agree that Minnesota is not nearly as good as their record indicates.
Yeah.
Minnesota's, won multiple games by the skin of their teeth.
But they won.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really argue the record is what it is, and you are what your record says you are. But I think them going into Buffalo, I think it's a whole different animal. I don't see them winning this game.
And you think Buffalo covers the 10?
Yeah, I do.
Jimmy, who do we got on hold?
We got our buddy Peppy checking in with us. Hey, Peppy, welcome to the locker room.
Hey, what up, Pep?
Hey, guys. I don't want to ruin your show, but can I talk some soccer?
Go ahead. Ruin our show. Go ahead, Peppy. Whatever you want.
I've been waiting for it, Pep.
I have to tell you that it's been out of this world. The World Cup has just been that game that everybody was focusing on. The United States game, that first time, the first game.
Yeah.
What everybody was hyped up for. That was by far the worst game of this tournament. This thing has been excellent.
It's been unreal. The penalty kick games yesterday, Brazil going down, I couldn't believe that.
You just saw a game right now. Morocco just beat Portugal. That's the team. Portugal's got Ronaldo, the guy that just signed for $211 million for 1 year.
No way.
$211 million. I'm telling you.
I didn't see that.
Is Messi still in it?
Yeah. Argentina won yesterday, right?
Argentina won.
Yeah.
Argentina.
That was another penalty kick game, though.
Yeah, but really, seriously, and I got to tell you something. I'm a USA guy.
Yeah.
Through and through. But these people, man, they love their soccer. I got to tell you, these countries are just Just for one goal, to see them when they score a goal, the crowd, it goes on for about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and
they lose it.
So into it. And the thing about it is, when our teams stink here in the U.S. and my team stinks, we boo.
Yeah.
You know what they do over there? They cry.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Boo. They don't boo.
Well, that's the number one sport in all those countries, too. I mean, you have to obviously realize that soccer and the rest of the world is like our football.
Yeah, I cry during many Browns games, Pepe. So it's it's a normal thing. But hey, I wanted to ask you, because I'm not the level of soccer enthusiast that you are. I feel like there's been, I feel like the extra time has been crazy, right? There's been I feel like 20, 25 minutes of extra time, right? Like, is that normal? Is that just a World Cup thing?
No, the most that it's been is 10 minutes. A couple of games go to 10 minutes. Most of them are like about 6 to 8 minutes overtime. But that's that's you just bringing up something that I talk about. And they ask the people, the foreigner people, what do they think about American football? They think it's so chopped up because of all the commercials and the timeouts and stuff like that. And to really enjoy a game of soccer, you got to sit and watch it. I mean, you really do.
Well, let me ask you this though, because so there's two 45-minute halves, right? So that's 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, but there were a couple games yesterday. Is there like an extra overtime period besides the extra time?
Yeah, how does that work, Pepe?
Before the penalty kicks.
If the game is tied after 90 minutes, they play overtime. They play 2 15-minute halves.
Okay, then that explains it. Okay.
And then it goes to the shootout. If they don't score that overtime, then it goes to the shootout.
Okay.
But it's a whole different. It's a whole different mindset with the fans, because it just never stops with the crowd. They're always chanting. I get a kick out of it when you hear it at American football games, because it sounds like a soccer game sometimes. Some of the crowds, you don't really hear that too much in American football games. But,
we're glad you're enjoying it, Pepe. At least you got something to check out and enjoy.
Listen, you know what? I guess it's good. One way, I got the time on my hands. So, but it's different, and it's if you have the time to sit and watch it, you can get into it. So.
That's good. I mean, again, you're enjoying it. You like the soccer. A lot of people love the World Cup. You could always tell when there's a World Cup game, like yesterday afternoon late. There's a couple of places I stopped in. Guys were glued to the TV.
Yeah. People go crazy for it.
Yeah,
it's basically it's like March Madness.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a big college basketball fan, but everybody watches March Madness. It's just the intensity's ramped up and everything like that. World Cup's no different, man.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
So Messi and Ronaldo are still both alive?
Ronaldo's out.
Oh, Ronaldo's out.
Portugal just lost. Yeah.
Just now, he just got killed. He's walking off. I'm telling you, the guy's in tears. I'm serious. I was like, I'm watching him. I'm going, what's he doing?
Yeah.
They show him the whole way. He's crying. He's crying. The guy's crying.
Yeah, Pepe, my sister-in-law is Brazilian, and she is not a happy camper today, I can tell you that.
Shot?
She's a beautiful young lady, yes.
Thank you. Shocker. Pepe, we love you. Enjoy the soccer. Call us next week. We love talking to you, bro.
Great call, Pep.
You're the man.
Okay. All right. See you. Thanks so much.
Love you.
Take care, pal.
It is the locker room on a Saturday. We're going to come back and finish up with the Jets and Buffalo. Joey said that Buffalo will win. He was 50-50 on covering the double digits. We're going to talk about the Turnpike Bowl, the Giants, and Philly. I think the cheesesteaks are going to be flying in the Meadowlands. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm heavy on Philly in this one.
Yeah. Philly and the over in the first half is a big tip out of Viva Las Vegas. We'll talk more about those games and so much more in the locker room on a beautiful Saturday in South Florida. If you're alive, thank God. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Plenty of sunshine for this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower 80s for afternoon highs. A north wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour will stay mostly clear for tonight with the potential for some patchy fog possible inland as temperatures return to the 60s by Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
Drought, war, and rising food prices have doubled the number of families facing malnutrition. You can help. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
It's the BrandsMart USA 10th sale. Now through Sunday, only at BrandsMart USA's West Palm Beach location, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. Huge savings on name brand appliances, furniture, and more at crazy low prices. Sale ends 8 p.m. Sunday. This is your chance to save big. Friday through Sunday only at BrandsMart USA's West Palm Beach store, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I'm still mad at timeshare companies. For over a decade, I've been fighting to clean up the timeshare industry by getting folks out of bad timeshares. But after all those battles, I'm still asked, how do they sell timeshares for $25,000 when they're available online for only $1? Here's how they do it. They lie. They tell you timeshares are a great investment. You can go anywhere, anytime, or your maintenance fees will never go up. Everything they do to get you to sign is part of a well-planned trap. If you've ever been held hostage at a timeshare presentation and bought, Wesley Financial Group is here to help. To date, we've canceled timeshares for over 16,000 families. I guarantee you this. If we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare cancellation guide. 800-887-1010. That's 800-887-1010. 800-887-1010.
Don't let talk of higher prices and higher interest rates put a damper on your holiday. At International Diamond Center, we've got the price relief you deserve and 0% interest financing for 5 whole years. That's right. Now through December 12th, you can spread your payments over 5 years with 0 finance charges. It's our gift to you, so you can make the most of this special time this year. How about a $5,000 pair of diamond stud earrings for just $85 a month? You can even finance the sales tax. Or you can take advantage of special discounts on cases of diamond and gold fashion jewelry. 20% instant savings. Or for the ultimate in value, check out owner Keith LeClaire's signature specials. Exquisite jewelry marked down an amazing 40%. Rings, earrings, bands, and bracelets. Make it a Christmas to remember with something special, something timeless, and something meaningful from International Diamond Center. Get instant savings or 5 years 0 interest financing now through December 12th. International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard. On approved credit.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising. Get started today. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Here's an unexpected holiday surprise for all the last-minute shoppers. This weekend, all of Diamonds Direct's earrings are 25% off. That's right, all earrings, an incredible 25% off. Diamond studs, diamond hoops, colored gemstone earrings, designer earrings, all earrings included. Who wouldn't love a beautiful pair of diamond stud earrings for Christmas? Make it happen this weekend and save an unbelievable 25%. Best prices of 2022. Special financing available too. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct behind Town Center Mall.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen
Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room.
Damn right.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're in the locker room on a Saturday. We got Teddy Covers talking to us from Viva Las Vegas. At 12:35, he'll give us some winners to help you with your Christmas shopping and put the ho in your life. Jimmy's here.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Joe's here.
What's going on, boys?
So we have dissected that we think the Buffalo Bills will win. And are you going to go on the lamb and say they will cover?
Yeah, I think they're going to cover.
All right. 5,000 in your name.
Yeah.
Giants and Eagles.
Got Eagles big.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of experts have saying in the NFL this year that there's a lot of teams that are just not good. And a lot of these other teams are getting wins, beating them, but really they're not that good either.
No.
And one of the teams they say is the Giants.
Yeah.
That the Giants have beaten the teams that are just really not that good. You look at winning records and losing, and when they step up in class, they have a hard time.
Yeah, you remember we talked to Teddy last week, and Teddy has the Giants over, right?
7.5.
And it's at 7.5, right?
Yeah.
And they're at 7 wins right now, right?
Yeah.
He's nervous.
Yeah.
He's genuinely nervous.
Yeah.
And that's just it. Look, the Giants have been playing above their pay grade all year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Daboll's done a great job. I think Daniel Jones has come around pretty well. I think Saquon's had a nice little resurgence, but I don't think this is a good football team at all.
Mm-hmm.
Philly, we've talked about all year. Philly's loaded.
We said Philly in August.
Loaded.
Jimmy, defend us. We said him in August. We did.
I would say mostly you. I wasn't a Jalen Hurts believer. I needed to see more, and I've seen more, man.
That was supposed to be the worst.
Super legit.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the worst division in football this year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And what's the worst team's got 7 wins, right?
Yeah.
Because even the Commanders, even the Commanders are a fringe playoff team. All 4 teams could make the playoffs.
Teddy loves
That's
Philly.
Wild.
I love Philly. I said it all year. I loved them in every which way. We said you'd buy them over division. I did like them, and I thought that they got a lot of playmakers. And I thought that Hurts was going to develop a little bit more. He came on last year at the end. Their defense is good.
He's made a jump, though. Jalen Hurts is legit.
Oh, yeah.
And A.J. Brown has just been huge for that team.
Well, A.J. Brown was a huge pickup for them. I mean, and they got him for a bag of balls.
Yeah.
I mean, they got him for absolutely nothing. Well, so you can get somebody like that. I mean, it's like us picking you up. It was just so huge. You know what I mean? We got Joe. We're like, it's a great pickup. That's what it's all about. But yeah, I think Philly's a strong team. I really do. Do I think they'll get to the Super Bowl? Maybe. We'll see. Niners are not the same team without Jimmy G. I know a lot of people don't like them, but they're not the same team.
No.
Look at his winning percentage with the Niners, and look at the coach's winning percentage without him.
Yeah.
Just totally different without him. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
Got Anthony on the line. Hey, Anthony, what's going on, bud?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Anthony, what's up? Haven't heard from you in a while. You staying out of trouble?
Yeah, I've been messing with this blonde chick. She's been driving me crazy.
Attaboy. That's what they do. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
How long you been seeing her now?
A couple of weeks.
Nice. Where'd you meet her?
Online dating.
Oh, nice.
Hey, boy.
Yeah? That's interesting. Well, I took you to tell me the bright line.
No, my past relationship, I met every one of my relationships met through friends.
Yeah.
The girls knew somebody. I just want something different now, and she's young. She's 22.
You're young. How old are you?
Boy, good for you.
She's 26.
You're 26. She's 22.
Yeah, you're a baby too, guy. Come on now.
Come on, you're Bambi. You're in the woods. Do what you can. That's not young.
Yeah, she can drink legally. You're
That's
good.
not young.
For him, he's 26.
Yeah,
It's only a couple years. I don't think that's bad. 22.
not
I mean,
bad
if you're
at all.
55 and dating somebody 23.
Yeah, then it's like, all right,
And
good for
you're
you.
rich.
Hit the limit. Anthony, let me ask you a question. What do you think is more important in life, women or money?
No, money. 'Cause you can't take care of them.
That's smart man.
Money.
Smart man. You ever see a poor guy with a hot chick? They write themselves. All right, so give me some NFL. What do you got?
How you doing, Greg? No, seriously, how you doing?
Yeah, thanks for asking, but I'm doing good. I mean, I appreciate you. Thank you for asking. I haven't heard from you in a while, so we're worried.
Yeah, I know. When I say I love you, I do mean it. But talk about games. Army, Navy. Every year I bet Army and an under. I know Teddy last year he liked the over.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to the Greek Zone yesterday. Did Drew Martin talk about the over under? I know he always likes the under.
Well, the over-under has come out 15 years in a row. The under has come out. It's lower this year. It's been in years. It's 32. I mean, it's extremely low.
Yeah.
So
Year before that,
Go ahead.
year before that was 35. Year before that was 35. The year before that one was 37, and the year before that one was 40.
All right. Well, I mean, they've come out 15 years in a row. I mean, it's a trend. Even at 32, which is low, I don't know if I jump in front of it.
Yeah.
I don't like betting against trends. I just don't. I'm not saying it can't come out, but 2013, you're a winner.
I like Army. I'm gonna throw something on the under. If you can ask Teddy, if he doesn't bring that up, please. And one more thing, NFL. You guys still number for the Tampa and the Saints? Not Saints. Tampa, San Francisco. 36. Isn't that crazy low?
No, San Francisco's got the third string quarterback.
Yeah, it's two pretty tough defenses, to be honest with you. That wouldn't surprise me, especially with San Francisco's pass rush and Tampa's offensive line. I mean, look at Tampa and the Saints.
Brady's going to have to do a lot of quick outs.
Oh, yeah.
Quick outs.
I think they're begging you to take the over in that one. But I do love the Dolphins minus 2. You get a 5 point. You can't do minus 3.5.
The whole world loves the Dolphins. Everybody loves the Dolphins. Everybody loved the Dolphins last week. I hope they win, but everybody loves the Dolphins, and that's the one thing I don't like when everybody's on the same choo-choo train.
Yeah, everyone. I got my nuts smashed on the Raiders the other night. I had 6.5.
That'll happen.
But I love the Cardinals plus a 1.5, and I love the Panthers plus 3.5.
Panthers, bad team. There's so many games.
Florida Panthers?
Yeah, you're better off with the Florida Panthers.
Greek.
Yeah.
Greek, listen to me. Greek.
Yeah.
They're covering, Greek. They're 5-1 against the spread.
Yeah, and they're 1-6 home.
Yeah, but they're covering. Doesn't matter. Good teams win. Great teams cover.
All right, I'll bet you an apple pie the Patriots beat them.
The Patriots got the Cardinals. The Panthers are at Seattle.
I like Seattle, too.
Yeah.
Anthony, we got to run. I'm glad that you met this nice girl. Don't mess it up, and keep in touch with us, all right? Don't be such a stranger. We miss you.
I got to keep winning to keep her. I love you, Greek.
Hey, sounds like she loves you. It is the Greek, Jimmy and Joe. It is the locker room. Teddy Covers on deck. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com. Are you faking it this year? We've got just the thing to get you in the mood. Real Radio's 12 Days of Chaos is back. Now through December 18th, listen to Real Radio for your chance to win one of our 12 Days of Chaos grand prize giveaways. You can win some seriously cool stuff here, like
an Arcade 1-Up NFL Blitz arcade machine and riser, a half-day charter on Black Dog Fishing Charter, a 10x4 Adventurer 2 inflatable paddleboard from Tower Paddleboards, and tons more.
It's simple. All you have to do is listen to Real Radio each day to find out what you could win, then enter enter each day for our daily grand prize giveaway at realradio921.com.
And let's not forget, it's all about the kids. You can donate your new unwrapped toys to the Marines Toys for Tots at participating toy drop locations near you.
It's the 18th annual 12 Days of Chaos. Ho, ho, ho. Only on Real Radio.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals start now with savings on select business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Football is back. Come on out to our first appearance at Sailfish Sands tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. for our next Real Radio Miller Lite watch party of the season and watch all the afternoon's games. Great food and drink specials, including $3 Miller Lite drafts during all live pro games, Real Radio swag, and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fins game. And stay on to catch the Fins Los Angeles game at 8:20 p.m. Sailfish Sands Golf Course, 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard, Stewart. See you there.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar and Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
They're big, and they're coming for you. Tax refund advance loans at Jackson Hewitt, up to $4,500. That's big. Like our tax refund advance can beat up their tax refund advance kind of big. Up to $4,500 at Jackson Hewitt. Book your appointment today and get details at jacksonhewitt.com. You're going to need a bigger wallet. Eligible clients can get up to $1,000 in December and up to $3,500 in January. Loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Finance charge may apply.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints, call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
This holiday season, don't forget about you. The free iHeartRadio app is filled with everything you want to hear. And best of all, it's free. That means you can listen to this station while you're dashing out to the store because you forgot something. Again.
Gum is a stocking stuffer, right?
Or grab your headphones and escape inside a podcast for a little alone time. And finding one you love is easy. Like buying a gift card because you're out of ideas.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for always listening to Real Radio. And everybody's got a Santa Claus. And on this show, our Santa Claus is this guy because he brings you winners every week and helps you pay for all your Christmas gifts. One of the best handicappers I know from sportsmemo.com. Good afternoon, Teddy.
Hey, Teddy. Teddy.
Gentlemen, what's a good word today?
It's another perfect Saturday, and you're getting inside the locker room. What'd you think of that intro? Did you like that? Were you happy with that? I mean, is that a good?
I don't mind the hype. I appreciate it very much. That being said, I'm just a guy who bets on sports every day.
So during December, when you give winners, people don't call you Santa?
Not often. You know, every once in a while you get the Santa nickname, but Teddy covers will work just fine.
Teddy, what did you think of those two games this week in the NFL? Crazy, huh? With these two teams coming back late in the games, and if you had money lines on both their favorites, it might have been a little tough.
Sure. Certainly, we talk about Thursday night with the Raiders and the Rams. The Rams are a dead team. But if you give a dead team a crack of life in the fourth quarter, if you don't stomp them, they can come back to life, and that's just the nature of the NFL, and that's been an issue for the Raiders this year. Obviously, they've had 4 double-digit leads at halftime.
Yeah,
they've lost all 4 of those games straight up fashion. So,
which is terrible.
Raiders with the lead is well, yeah, it hasn't been pretty. I can tell you that they're not the toast of the town here in Las Vegas.
Have you, and I know you have, but I mean, have you started dipping heavily into the bowl games?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to roll. You know, you can fire some questions at me if you like. After I didn't give you guys any bowl picks for today. I've got one in the NBA, one in college hoops, and one in the NFL tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll start with some bowl selections next week on the show, but I'm happy to answer any bowl questions that you like to the best of my ability at this stage of the game.
The one that we're going to ask you about is down here to Gators. We got him, and that Richardson's not playing, but the Oregon State line really jumped almost 5 points, where they're 10.5 over Florida. And I know, like I said, Richardson's not playing, but that's a big jump, don't you think?
I think it's a really big jump. It might be too big of a jump. But, I mean, it's not just Richardson. It's 15 players from the 2 deep from the Gators that aren't going to be there. And Oregon State was a really good team this year. Okay, they are physical at the line of scrimmage. They're going to wear you down, and that's the concern. If the Gators aren't mentally into the game, they're going to get annihilated.
Okay,
Oregon State's just going to keep coming, and they're just going to run the ball down their throats. And basically, what the betting markets are saying, with the line being where it is they're a little bit concerned about the Gators' ability to, the Gators. Not ability to show up, but whether Florida's really going to show up at this ball game. The number one factor for handicapping bowls is not how good the teams are; it's how motivated they are to be there.
Yep.
And when you got 15 guys from the 2 deep walking away, that is something that raises red flags in the betting markets pretty significantly. It speaks to a team that and a coaching staff that may not be all on the same page right now. So, that's why this line is where it is. I think it's too high. All right, I could only take Florida at that number.
Yeah, I think that's very high.
Personnel, even after the transfers. Yeah, but I need to be confident that the Gators are going to show up and play hard for 4 quarters before I put my money on them in this game. That may not be the case.
Last week you did give us a pick in college basketball, Bradley, and it worked out to be very good. Wanted to give you hats off to that. A lot of people commented to me about that, and so I wanted to thank you, and the audience wanted to thank you for the Bradley pick because, again, that was a team that most people do not follow in college basketball, especially your average fans. A game that happens once a year that people talk about because it's the only game out there is the Army-Navy game, and all you hear is 15 years in a row, the under 32 today, Teddy. Quick question on the game. I know you have no opinion. I mean, that is low. I mean, that is really low. Do you think it gets to 16?
No, the money's pouring in on the over right now.
Is it?
The game's supposed to, Yeah. I mean, literally, as we speak, my Wage Talk Live on screen is popping. There weren't 31 and a half out there. Now I'm seeing 32 and a half. There's a 33. There's another 33. They're popping up. So there is money, and this is at the sharp books right now, where the money's coming on the over for what it's worth. Not my money. I'll put it that way. I mean, last year where they had 3 scores in the first quarter, 4 scores in the first quarter, and it still didn't go over the total.
No, which was brutal because both teams run the ball. Both teams are familiar with the option. They practice against it every week. And it's like I said, it's an isolated game that if it wasn't on this Saturday, nobody would even have any knowledge of it, Army-Navy. But it's a game that, 10,000 people talk about because it's Army-Navy, and it's a Saturday when there's no college football.
Yeah, from a marketing standpoint, they've done very well. They kept on pushing it back. We're going to be the only game in town this week.
Yeah.
But, that's not the lowest total in college football.
What is?
The total for the Iowa-Kentucky game?
Mm-hmm.
It's the lowest total I've ever seen. It's 31.
Wow.
For Iowa-Kentucky. That's New Year's Eve. And that literally is, NFL, college, that's the lowest football total I've ever seen. Of course, whoever starts at quarterback for Iowa will be throwing his first collegiate pass. And it might be the same case for Kentucky. I know Levis is going to be there for Kentucky. But I'm not sure who's back. I haven't done the work yet to see who's coming in to back them up. But it's 2 teams with no quarterbacks and no offenses. And a total of 31 for a football game.
Yeah.
But Army-Navy, I didn't play it. I'm not getting involved.
Yeah.
The over is very due.
Yeah.
It's the clock will be running. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
When you're running the option, you get these 9-minute drives and you get stuffed at the 2-yard line, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and they go 4th and 1, and they don't get it, and they waste 8-9 minutes driving down the field. And it's funny on the game, and which a lot of bettors don't understand, and people who bet sports, and they'll text me and email me and ask me about the game for you, like we had a couple people today with the game, is that all of a sudden Navy became like the hot side, and now they're up to almost 3. When a couple of days earlier in the week, I think it was Army won.
Yeah. Army came out the favorite here, and I know a couple of guys who handicapped the game, and they both like Navy. Like this line is bad, Navy should be the favorite here, but this game's going to get won by somebody making a play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, deflected pass.
It's not one of these games with. Yeah, you can't expect a clear right side here.
No,
you really can't. Not side, not total. It's an easy game for me to pass.
All right, let's go to your picks, and then I'll give you a couple of mine. And Joe's got a question for you, and we'll rock and roll.
Well, if you like the modestly obscure college basketball, let's go there again. It worked last week. Let's do it again this week. We're going to look at Western Kentucky against Wright State in this one. And the concept here is we're betting against Wright State. Last week we were betting on Bradley. Bradley's a bet-on team, and they are a bet-on team. This time, we've got a squad in Wright State that won the Horizon League title last year, that from all indications was supposed to be one of the contenders again this year. And Wright State's in a funk right now. They've been slapped around. They're a team that is struggling in every way, shape, and form at the current time. And, the last couple of games have been pretty ugly. Blown out at home by Robert Morris, blown out at home by Youngstown State. Favorites in both of those games. I don't think it gets any easier here. Western Kentucky's a pretty good team. They're playing with confidence, and they've got an opponent they can beat down on in this one. -7.5 with the Hilltoppers against the Raiders. That is a 7 o'clock Eastern time tip-off.
All right, Western Kentucky and college hoops. This is not football, guys.
Western Kentucky minus the 7.5.
7.5. All right, where are we going next? NBA?
NBA. And this one, look, and don't bet this yet, because I do think that Donovan Mitchell is going to play for the Cavs. And if Donovan Mitchell does play for the Cavs, this line's going up. I don't mind. This line goes up. You want one of these under-the-radar trends in the NBA that just keeps cashing. It cashed all year last year. It's cashing all year this. Oklahoma City at +3 or higher this year. Let me just add these numbers up real quick. 9, 10, 30. I got them 13-5 against the spread for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's a team that nobody pays attention to.
Nope.
They're never on national TV. Yes, the average fan, they couldn't even name the star, Gilgeous-Alexander. But this team, Josh Giddey is fun to watch. Lou Dort's going to be back in the lineup tonight. He's fun to watch. OKC is exactly what I want in the NBA out of my road underdogs. Nobody pays attention to them. They're always catching a couple extra points. They fight to the final buzzer. When they're down 15 with 4 to play, you're still alive because they're going to fight. And they're pretty good. Cleveland's on the second of back-to-back. They're coming off, and they fought last night. I'm not convinced that the energy is going to be there the same way. Collapsed down the stretch in the loss against Sacramento. They got to win by margin against a feisty team. They're not excited to play. I'll take the points here. I wouldn't be surprised if OKC wins it straight up, but there's no urgency. Again, I do expect Donovan Mitchell to suit up tonight. When he gets announced as being the starter, this line's going to go up. But even at 5.5, it's OKC or pass for this better. Give me the Thunder plus the point.
All right. And then we go to Sunday where we have a little penne pasta and hopefully some winners.
Well, let's see if we can get one right here. This is the Eagles and the Giants.
Uh-oh. We're on this game.
The NFC. Who's the best team in the NFC?
I would say the Eagles.
Yeah, it's Eagles or Dallas, all right? You have two choices, and those are the two choices. Philly's really good. All right, but the key here is Philly's dominance at the line of scrimmage. All right, the Giants, the defense on the field for 81 plays last week, more than 41 minutes in a dispiriting overtime tie. They've won one game in their last 5 outings. That came against Houston, the worst team in the NFL. Last week had a chance to get it back on track, couldn't get it done, couldn't hold the lead. I'm concerned about the Giants' mental state this week. I really am, and I'm concerned about their physical ability to pound with Philly in the trenches. What's the strength of the Eagles? There's a bunch of them. But that team is loaded on the offensive line and on the defensive line. Giants struggling to stop the run. That's what cost them the game last week. I think Philly runs it right down their throat, start to finish. Giants aren't trading points. Giants scored 10 and 13 last year in the 2 meetings against the Eagles. I'm not convinced they get more than that here. It's been a nice run and a nice story for the G-men, but we expect them to come back to earth. They're coming back to earth right now. Philly minus the 7 against the Giants.
All right, there we go. Western Kentucky, Oklahoma City. Western Kentucky minus 7.5. Oklahoma City right now 5.5. But Teddy says wait, and the Eagles laid a 7 and get a cheesesteak on him. All right, I'm going to go to a couple games in the NFL, see what you think. I know you would like that one. The Jets and Buffalo. And, Buffalo laying 10. I know the last game was 2017, but I think the defense is going to just be too much for the Jets. And I think the wheels are going to fall off the Jets and Mike White. What are your thoughts?
So here's my issue. I'm with you conceptually very much. Mike White is not the answer for the Jets at quarterback. And Buffalo's defense is primed to give him trouble. We saw those kind of, the first game he played where he threw for 390 yards or whatever it was. He threw like 3 passes and went right through the defender's hand. throwing late over the middle. So what you don't want your quarterbacks to be doing. And, of course, they all ended up completing big plays, and the Jets ended up getting momentum off it. But I don't trust Mike White.
Mm-hmm.
I do trust the Jets' defense. That defense is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk about a defensive line that's blowing up the line of scrimmage week in, week out, the Jets are doing that. The secondary's making plays. There are things to like about the Jets defensively. And of course, we're talking about bad weather in Buffalo on Sunday, potential for snow in that ball game. And when you have a good defense, you catch a double digits. It's hard for me to step in front of that. I'm not playing the Bills here.
All right.
The Jets are past, even though I don't trust Mike White, which means I'm going to be passing the game.
All right, this year in the NFL, there always seems to be one game that everybody looks at and says, why? And then Monday we get the answer why. And this week it's got to be, and you're going to mention it, Detroit and Minnesota, a team with 10 wins against a team with 5. And Detroit's home, and they're giving 1 to Minnesota. And it seems like it's an upside-down situation. I like the over in this game, but do you think Detroit can beat Minnesota?
Yeah, of course Detroit can beat Minnesota. They're favorites.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions, if you look back at the last, month or 6 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
Lions are playing good football week in, week out.
Yeah.
All right? And let me make this really clear, because there's a lot of confusion about the Minnesota Vikings in the betting market, more than any other team this year. Minnesota, what's their record? They're 10-2. They have a statistical profile of a team that's 6-6. And the markets are pricing them. Not like a team that's 10-2, but like a team that's 6-6, because that's what their stats show they are. Now, they've won a whole bunch of one-score games. Won another one last week. They got the goal line stand and the interception at the end. So they've won basically all the coin flips all year long. The markets don't give anybody credit for winning coin flip games. So if you have a team like Minnesota that's been real good at eking out tough wins all year, maybe you ride them. But Lions right now, again, from a statistical standpoint, they're the equivalent of Minnesota.
Okay.
They're an even team. The Lions are at home. That's why they're 2-point chalk. I didn't play the game. I'm not stepping in. I've learned my lesson about stepping in front of the Vikings this season. That being said, I would not be surprised at all if Jared Goff and Dan Campbell come away with the victory tomorrow. They may well be the better of the two teams.
Teddy, what do you think about Cleveland-Cincinnati tomorrow? The Browns are in Cincinnati. Cincinnati's given 5.5.
So I'll be honest. This is not a week where there's a lot of games jumping off the page in the NFL. I put out 2 plays for my clients, and you got one of them.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like it's one of these weeks where I'm like, oh, yeah, I love this, I love that. I don't think there's only a handful of games that really stand out. From a spot standpoint, you have to be concerned about Cincinnati here. On the one side, they're coming off that crazy game against Kansas City, on the heels of that crazy game against Tennessee, on the heels of that crazy game against it's been intensity for the Bengals in recent weeks, wire to wire intensity, and that's a concern. But the Browns kind of punked them on national TV. Was it a month ago?
They did.
Monday Night Football game. It was a big smackdown. I'm sure Cincy hasn't forgotten that. And if you want to talk about the most fraudulent cover of the year, it might well have been the Browns last week at Houston.
Yeah,
in which the offense didn't do anything for the entire game. Deshaun Watson looked awful. Nothing worked. And yet they got 2 defensive scores and a special team score and won 27-14 and covered the spread. So there's enough. Cincy's not a team I'm in any rush to step in front of. Right? There's, in the AFC pantheon, there's Buffalo and Kansas City, and then kind of everybody else. And it should be Buffalo, Kansas City, and Cincinnati, and then everybody else. And the markets haven't been there with the Bengals yet. But, part of me is like, I worry about laying a price with Cincy this week, and part of me thinks, look, they're a lot better than Cleveland, and they might smack that team, and they got punked the first time. Don't trust the Browns. I guess it'd be Bengals or pass, but it's really, it's one of many games on the NFL card this week that I'm making a case for one side, I'm making a case for the other side, and when I do that, it's easy for me.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Pass.
I hear it.
Teddy Covers from sportsmemo.com. Teddy, before we let you go, we got one more question for you. Patriots and Cardinals, Monday night. Patriots laying 1. Cardinals terrible at home, 1-6. Can Belichick do enough to steal a victory in Arizona?
Yes.
All right.
I could only play New England in that game. Yeah, if you're playing on Cliff Kingsbury in the back half of the season, you haven't done real well in any year that he's been an NFL head coach. Kingsbury with extra time to prepare, that's not a bet on either. Yeah, Patriots are passed. I'll take Belichick over Kingsbury in a near pick-up game. And I won't sweat it. You know, it's just one of these decisions. I like this coach. I don't like that coach. The other coach got more time to prepare. All right, in Belichick we trust. He's earned that from us.
Teddy Covers again from sportsmemo.com. Picks tomorrow, Eagles -7. Western Kentucky and hoops tonight, 7 o'clock, -7.5. And Oklahoma City, he says, wait to bet that. Bet it later in the afternoon. Teddy, let everybody know how they can follow you on social media and get some of your picks and information that Sports Memo has to be available for bettors.
Yeah, I appreciate and I always enjoy being on with you guys every Saturday. It's always a lot of fun. I look forward to doing it throughout the holiday season as well. And you track me down, obviously, the website, sportsmemo.com. Tons of free info, live lines, articles, videos, replays. I do have guaranteed picks if you want them over at sportsmemo.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Teddy_Covers.
Teddy, again, thanks all the time for your help. It wouldn't be a Saturday without you. And happy holidays. Again, we'll be talking in the next couple weeks. But, next week, maybe we'll dive into some bowl games a little bit deeper.
I look forward to it. I can't wait, actually.
All right.
And by next week, there's real bowl games.
That's right, Saturday. So we'll talk next Saturday, and you have a good week. Stay healthy and stay lucky, my friend.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
All right. Teddy Covers from everybody, sportsmemo.com.
Teddy.
Jimmy's going to put up his picks on our social media for you guys to have. It is the Locker Room on a Saturday. Joe, Jimmy, and the Greek keeping the train rolling on 92.1. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover. Catch Rover's Morning Glory weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Real Radio. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
It's the BrandsMart USA tent sale. Now through Sunday, only at BrandsMart USA's West Palm Beach location, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. Huge savings on name brand appliances, furniture, and more at crazy low prices. Sale ends 8 p.m. Sunday. This is your chance to save big. Friday through Sunday only at BrandsMart USA's West Palm Beach store, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
Here's an unexpected holiday surprise for all the last-minute shoppers. This weekend, all of Diamonds Direct's earrings are 25% off. That's right, all earrings, an incredible 25% off. Diamond studs, diamond hoops, colored gemstone earrings, designer earrings, all earrings included. Who wouldn't love a beautiful pair of diamond stud earrings for Christmas? Make it happen this weekend and save an unbelievable 25%. Best prices of 2022. Special financing available too. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct behind Town Center Mall.
Football is back. Come on out to our first appearance at Sailfish Sands tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. for our next Real Radio Miller Lite watch party of the season and watch all the afternoon's games. Great food and drink specials, including $3 Miller Lite drafts during all live pro games. Real Radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fins game and stay on to catch the Fins Los Angeles game at 8:20 p.m. Sailfish Sands Golf Course, 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard, Stewart. See you there.
Legendary Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen in person this weekend at 3 Wentworth Gallery locations. See Rick's beautiful original art, limited editions, and even his personal drums painted and transformed into beautiful art this Friday, December 9th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Hollywood Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. This Saturday, December 10th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Boca Town Center Mall. And this Sunday, December 11th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Wentworth Gallery at Los Olas, Fort Lauderdale. Legendary Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen in person this weekend at 3 Wentworth Gallery locations.
This holiday season, it's more important than ever to make sure you make your money go farther. And while interest rates are on the rise everywhere else, at International Diamond Center, we're lowering rates all the way down to 0%. That's right. Now through December 12th, International Diamond Center is offering 0% financing for 5 years. This is in addition to IDC's amazing unbeatable value prices, so you can make their Christmas dreams come true. How about an $8,000 diamond tennis bracelet for just $133 a month? Or check out a special collection of affordable and timeless classics like diamond studs, gold fashion and diamond fashion jewelry with instant savings of 20% and some hand-picked specials even marked down to 40%. Don't let anything keep you from getting that headliner gift this year. International Diamond Center has the price relief and the interest rate relief you deserve. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. On approved credit.
Healthy Cell is a nutrition supplement that helps with staying focused, strengthening immune systems, boosting brain power, and staying asleep at night. Healthy Cell is not like other vitamins where you struggle to swallow large pills. It's an ingestible gel that you can swallow or add to your smoothies. Healthy Cell combines all the essential vitamins and minerals you need, made especially for people who struggle with swallowing pills. Go to healthycell.com and use limited time code RADIO for 20% off your first order. Healthycell.com, code RADIO.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the locker room. Don't forget, we're in the midst of 12 Days of Chaos. This is day 6. A $2,500 gift card to International Diamond Center. Who doesn't want that? Great time of year to get that, to make care of maybe somebody in your life that is special to you, or maybe take care of yourself. Whatever. To you, love you. Always best you. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Joe is here.
What's going on, boys?
877-927-6969. Had Teddy Covers from sportsmemo.com on. Wouldn't be a Saturday without him. Don't forget the Gators next week will be on as they take on Oregon State in the Las Vegas Bowl. One of the biggest questions we've heard from everybody in the last 3 weeks is where is he going? And it doesn't seem like we know. Odell still doesn't have a team. Does it still seem like Dallas to you?
I think Dallas is probably the most likely, but I don't see anybody in a hurry to sign him. He told Micah Parsons, edge rusher for the Cowboys, that he's going to be ready to play in about 5 weeks, which lines up with playoff time.
Wow.
he's a wonderful name, and he's a very polarizing person. But I just don't see what kind of impact people think he's going to make.
Yeah,
because it's not like you're getting prime Odell in 5 weeks. You're getting rusty, out of shape, needs to figure out what his role is going to be on your football team in 5 weeks, and that's playoff time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the time to work in new kinks to your offense. That's, if I'm Odell and I want to keep playing football, I don't sign with anybody. Unless it's after the season. I'm not trying to come back and try to make things happen in the playoffs. I mean, well, what if he aggravates the injury?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's in the same boat as he was this year, and he's not going to find a team until what, November, December next year too. It's just, I don't see the impact. I don't think he's the player that his name would suggest that he is. I don't get it. If he does go to Dallas is humming right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is playing very, very well with their top 2 receivers are playing out of their minds. Michael Gallup has really come on after his injury.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally started to work his way back to his pre-injury form. And CeeDee Lamb's one of the better receivers in the league right now. He's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mess with it if I'm Dallas. Everything's going in the right direction. And the same goes for Buffalo. And I mean, it's not the Giants aren't going to make the playoffs. So he's not going to New York.
No.
Did
you see the Chiefs possibly? They said that was an outside chance.
Yeah, I saw that. But if you're the Chiefs, you traded for Kadarius Toney. You got
He's
Marquez.
doing okay.
He's doing okay. He has to. He's another guy that he's always got soft tissue injuries, and he's such an explosive playmaker too. I would love to see that kid healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see. I'm very intrigued if he can stay healthy, seeing this kid next year. Once he's had a full off season in the system, working with Mahomes, working into the offense, they can create he can have his own package of plays. He's a really unique weapon with the football in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
But they have Juju Smith-Schuster, Sky Moore, obviously Travis Kelce. The Chiefs are loaded.
Yeah.
You don't need Odell.
No.
And if he did sign with he would be a footnote. He wouldn't be a top 3, or he certainly wouldn't be a top 3 target, but he'd be a fringe top 4, top 5 guy, especially coming off the injury, being rusty.
Yeah, he said last week he doesn't even know if he likes to play regular season anymore. And that's where you start looking like, man, what are we getting?
Yeah. Like, what are you bringing into your locker room? Like, I don't doubt. Like, he's always been well received by his teammates. He's always been well liked by his teammates. I'm sure he's an awesome dude. I'm sure he's a great guy. I really do. I just don't see him being, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze with him,
I agree. I like Odell. I think he's got, like you said, a lot of charisma. He was great for the game, great personality. But at this time of year, when you come bring in somebody like that, and when you're in the playoffs, you should be running on all 12 cylinders.
Yes.
Not 6 or 7 and trying to add somebody in. Anytime you put anybody in any scenario that's new, it takes time for them. We saw that years ago with the Miami Heat in 2010 when they had LeBron and Bosh, and they started out bad, and it took time. We see it with a lot of baseball teams, basketball. When you bring somebody new in, football, you got to give in time to
and in fairness to him, he's got to get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to get in football shape. He's got to knock the rust off. I mean, we saw, obviously, like the 700 days for Deshaun is like more of a layoff than like Odell's had.
Mm-hmm.
But still, you're talking about.
But Deshaun wasn't hurt.
Exactly.
And the thing with Odell, too, is last January, early, whatever it was, and it's a good 10 months, and he's still not healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be a bad ACL.
Yeah. It was the second ACL.
Yeah, because there are some guys who come back in 6 months, 7 months. He's going on 10, going on 11, and he's still not near, like he's saying.
Well, another thing, too, is that and I certainly don't doubt that, he's got the best, trainers that money can buy and everything like that. But when you're on a team and you're injured and you have a whole team of doctors and trainers and team physicians that are basically mapping out a plan for you and working you every day through this whole
process.
Exactly. And who knows how he's doing it. He's clearly in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
He's clearly doing better. But when you don't have like a $1 billion organization behind you, guiding you through the whole thing. I mean, who knows how, who knows the efficacy of it,
Well, the other thing with Odell, too, I think he likes it better like this.
Yeah.
Because he never was one who likes to be, on a so-called schedule that wants to do what he wants to do. And when he's with a team, like you said, is regimented. They're going to tell you what to do. This is what you have to eat. This is what you have to do. This is the training. This is who you have to see the doctor. I think he likes doing things on his own.
He's a diva.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. The word diva has fit receivers for years.
Yes.
Going way back. Not just, these guys are T.O. even before him, and it fits him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way he is. Had the whole problem when he was with the Giants on the boat that playoff weekend when they lost to the Packers. There's been a lot of stuff with him. Kicking the net on the sidelines, going to the Browns. I thought the Browns were going to be somewhat of a fit with even him and Landry, but it wasn't a fit at all.
He didn't want to be there from day one.
No, he didn't.
And he said so much in an interview. He said, I feel like I got sent here to die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's not good
Yeah.
if you feel like that. Then he gets, like I said, he gets to the Rams last year, finishes a good season, is definitely one who contributed, went to playoffs well. We don't know if he didn't get hurt in the Super Bowl, might have won the MVP.
He was on pace to.
Yeah, he was having a good game. Obviously, scored first touchdown and just a freak accident. But it is the number one question that people ask in the NFL on a constant level. Is he going to, where's he going to go to? And I think he gets a lot of chatter. Baker Mayfield gets another lot of chatter, too.
Yeah.
At least Baker's playing, but Odell seems to dominate with everybody and everybody's concerns. And I still think Dallas signs him for a big splash, and maybe the first week of January, late December, and says, hey, look who we have now, another new toy.
Yeah, like I said, man, I get the idea of it. But when you break down the reality of it, and you look at the nuts and bolts of the situation, you don't know what he's going to be physically. He has no work in whatever offense he thinks he's going into. And just like I don't see the impact that is bringing all this hype. I just don't see it.
Well, again, he's the most talked about thing last 2-3 weeks in the NFL. He really is. More so sometimes than the games on the field.
No, he's literally he's a story. Yeah. Where is Odell going to wind up? As though he's picking and choosing his destination, and I just don't think that's the reality of it.
Yeah, and I mean, he's been at a couple of basketball games in the NBA. He's at the Dallas game that Monday night, and everybody's watching him, see what happens.
He is a absolute superstar.
Yeah.
He is a superstar. He is a social icon for this country. He really, really is. And I think a lot of young players look up to him. You saw, like you said, with the Dallas, he went to the Dallas Mavericks game with a bunch of the Cowboys players, and he's a superstar. He's a social magnet. I don't think when it comes down to the actual what he's going to bring on the football field, I just don't see it.
Well, he might be better not signing, but I think he does sign. I still think that he ends up signing with the Cowboys, and it gives Prescott another toy. Whether or not it works, we don't know.
Yeah.
But I think he does sign.
Yeah. The last report I heard from Dallas that Dallas doesn't know when he's going to be able to play, and that's like the big hold up there is we don't know not only what kind of impact, but we don't even know when you can play.
Yeah. Well, then if you don't know when the guy's going to play, you don't want to sign him, tie up the dollars, and then also feel like, what are you going to contribute?
Yeah.
And then with all the other players, once he comes in, the other guys, they look at it differently. They're, got to really check him out. What is he going to bring? How's he going to help us? And then they look at it like, I don't know. Do we really need Odell? I mean, that ends up happening a lot with teams.
Yeah.
Dallas keeps winning, then they're fine.
Yeah.
If they don't, then it's going to depend on how they do the last couple of weeks. But I can see Jerry Jones, picking him up for a big splash because that's what Jerry Jones likes to do. That's Jerry Jones.
You're not wrong.
It is the locker room on a Saturday. We got a couple people on hold. We'll get you when we return in the locker room on a Saturday.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
'Tis the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Cool 105.5, the Palm Beach's Christmas station. Sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Plenty of sunshine for this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower 80s for afternoon highs. A north wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour will stay mostly clear for tonight with the potential for some patchy fog possible inland as temperatures return to the 60s by Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has you covered for all your custom printing just in time for the holidays. And right now at Staples, you can save 40% on custom holiday cards and invitations. Offer valid in-store and online. Ends 12/17. Exclusion and restrictions apply. Explore more at Staples, the working and learning store.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. It's the holiday season, and if you need the perfect gift for any party, get together for family or friends, it's Tito's Handmade Vodka, baby. I know everybody's got a Christmas list, and I'm sure Tito's Handmade Vodka is on their list. It is the holiday season. Bring some Tito's to any party, or maybe a work event, or maybe for your boss, or your friend, or your girl, whoever it's for. Tito's Handmade Vodka will put a smile on their face, and you'll be their favorite elf. Peace.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
It's the BrandSmart USA 10th sale. Now through Sunday, only at BrandSmart USA's West Palm Beach location, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. Huge savings on name brand appliances, furniture, and more at crazy low prices. Sale ends 8 p.m. Sunday. This is your chance to save big. Friday through Sunday only at BrandSmart USA's West Palm Beach store, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
Legendary Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen in person this weekend at 3 Wentworth Gallery locations. See Rick's beautiful original art, limited editions, and even his personal drums painted and transformed into beautiful art this Friday, December 9th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Hollywood Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. This Saturday, December 10th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Boca Town Center Mall. And this Sunday, December 11th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Wentworth Gallery at Los Olas, Fort Lauderdale. Legendary Def Leppard drummer Rick Allen in person this weekend at 3 Wentworth Gallery locations.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
We conquer cancer. For the mom-to-be who is out of treatment options. For the doctor who has a brilliant idea but needs research funding. For the people who faced cancer head-on and climbed incredible heights while they were with us. For the children who celebrate the end of chemo. We conquer cancer for all who have been touched by it. Conquer Cancer accelerates breakthroughs in research and care for every cancer, every patient, everywhere. Join us at conquer.org.
When you can't stop, there's Vicks VapoRub. Vicks VapoRub sends powerful medicated Vicks vapors right to the source of your... so you can experience cough relief and breathe easier. Generations of families have trusted Vicks VapoRub to help relieve the worst cold symptoms. So next time you have a cough, reach for the Vicks VapoRub. Vicks VapoRub. Cough relieving is believing.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's at a big weekend coming up Saturday night. Feature entertainer Heidi Ho Huntsman live on stage. And also watch UFC 282 live. It's Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there every day for the best entertainment and the best ladies. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And it's never too early to make your reservations for New Year's Eve. Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there today. Peace.
Healthy Cell is a nutrition supplement that helps with staying focused, strengthening immune systems, boosting brain power, and staying asleep at night. Healthy Cell is not like other vitamins where you struggle to swallow large pills. It's an ingestible gel that you can swallow or add to your smoothies. Healthy Cell combines all the essential vitamins and minerals you need, made especially for people who struggle with swallowing pills. Go to healthycell.com and use limited time code RADIO for 20% off your first order. healthycell.com, code RADIO.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen your appreciation of the Word and inspire you to keep learning.
Listen to The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse. Oh, you're back in the Locker Room on a Saturday. Don't forget, 12 Days of Chaos, Day 6, $2,500 gift card to International Diamond Center. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joe.
Good afternoon, my man.
Army-Navy, 3 o'clock today. You got to bet the game just because it's the only game on the board. So call me at 7. I'll give you a winner, guaranteed. 877-927-6969.
Rockin' chair.
Who do we got, Jimmy?
We got our buddy Nate checking in with us. Hey, Nate, what's going on, bud?
Hey, guys. I was out and about earlier this week, and I ran into this husband and wife couple that he's a Michigan fan and she's an Ohio State fan.
That's disgusting.
And I don't know how that works. Like, yeah, like I don't understand how they coexist peacefully. But they seem to get along okay. And come to find out, I'm a Michigan fan, and she says, "Oh, we're gonna kick your butt in the national title. It's all good. Ryan Day needs to be fired anyway."
Oh my God.
And I'm like, "Wait a minute, what the?" And I looked at the guy next to me, and I'm like, "These people are unhinged. They can't take it.
Unhinged.
Their mental state cannot survive another matchup with Michigan."
Just be thankful that you've got TCU on the docket there, buddy. That's all I'm saying. Ohio State should be number 3, and you guys would be shaking in your little booties. I don't want to hear it. Not at all. And any Ohio State fan that's calling for Ryan Day's job is, oh, my gosh, it's just like, that's bonkers. I can't take that, man. That's so crazy. And look, nothing aside from we lost to the now number 2, then number 3 team in the country. Like, that's like people act like we're losing to a terrible team. Like, Michigan is loaded. Michigan's really good this year. They were really good last year. Like, this is crazy to me. The whole calling for Ryan Day's job is so bonkers to me. It's crazy. It's the ghost of John Cooper. I know you remember him. That was every Michigan fan's favorite Ohio State coach for years and years and years. Everybody's got like visions of John Cooper dancing in their heads, and they want to get rid of him. So crazy.
No, it is nuts. Switching gears for a second there, Joe. I have a fantasy league. I have a couple of fantasy leagues, but in one league, it's a 2-quarterback league. And I picked up Deshaun probably a month ago off of waivers.
Okay.
And in anticipation of, hey, my 2 quarterbacks were Hurts and Kenny Pickett, and I thought, maybe if I can pick up Deshaun, and when he comes back, I'll be able to slot him in there and he'll produce.
Mm-hmm.
And last week I was faced with an interesting decision because I had Kenny Pickett slotted in my starting lineup. I made like a last minute, right before 1 o'clock decision to switch that out for Deshaun Watson. And
that's a regrettable move.
It was not only a regrettable move, the guy I lost to is now probably the guy who I'm going to finish one game behind.
Ouch.
That sucks. I'm so sorry, Nate. I'm so sorry. I've always had a rule in fantasy is that when a guy's coming off an injury or a guy is a rookie or like a new addition to a team or somebody I just pick up, I always make me put them in the lineup. I don't want to get ahead of it because that's when something like last week happens that kind of nips you. I think Deshaun moving forward is going to be far more viable in fantasy. But one of the things that kind of screwed you last week, too, is not only did he come out rusty, but between them building a lead, they went into total safe mode in the second half and ran the ball and kept it very vanilla and didn't really push things.
Well, they wanted to win. Obviously, they do every, but they didn't want him to lose his first game.
Well, not only did they not want him to, lose the first game. I don't think that matters that much, to be honest with you. If they would have lost, they would have lost. No, I mean to Cleveland. This is everything with Deshaun is about next year. Ever since he got that 11-game suspension, it's all been about next year. If it was about winning right now, they legitimately could have, pulled him at halftime and plugged in Jacoby Brissett just because Brissett's been playing well. But it's not about this year. We have a super outside shot at even making the playoffs anyway. We need to literally run the table to do so, which we're not likely to do. So it's about getting him ready for next year, rolling into the offseason on a high note and getting him ready to go. And I think last week was the worst he's going to be. He made some bad throws, but it's all due to mechanics and just the speed of the game. You could tell his feet weren't under him. He pushed the ball a little bit, stuff like that. All the throws that were the bad throws were the ones off of like the RPO where it's a quick movement and everything like that. When he had his feet and he threw the ball, he made a few really nice passes last week. And you can see just the physical talent is there. He's going to get better and better as the year goes on. But yeah, Nate, that's a bad beat. That's a tough one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you.
No, he's not. No, he's happy.
I am. Nate knows I'm a big fan of his, despite his,
blindness
and his Michigan
that was
stuff.
a tough beat. That was a tough beat, and it happened. It just was, that's kind of the thing that happens sometimes in fantasy. Honestly, both of my bigger money leagues I'm involved in, I had Cooper Kupp, and that one right there is probably the story of why I'm not going to win any fantasy football championships this year.
Bro, that's 30 points a game that you've lost right there. Cooper Kupp's incredible for fantasy football.
Can't replace it. So
No.
It is what it is. We move on to next week. We're on to Cincinnati. But for me, I feel like you do. Yeah, Deshaun's going to look all right eventually. There's a lack of there's 8, maybe 10 guys in the NFL that are truly separated themselves as quarterbacks, and even a lot of them they're not on Mahomes level. But I understand that those guys legitimately are better than the rest. And then you've got a group of guys that sure, they're good enough to start, kind of, but they're all roughly-ish the same dude.
Yeah.
And that's why Deshaun Watson got the guaranteed money. That's why the Ravens have misplayed this situation with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Because if they're going to give him fully guaranteed money, they should have done it already. All they've done is driven the price up.
Yeah.
And if they're not going to, spoiler alert, somebody is going to.
200%.
So they should have capitalized on that already. Just get it over with, bite the bullet. They've misplayed the situation because teams are desperate for that level of quarterback play.
Yeah.
You don't think the Lions would give Lamar Jackson guaranteed money? Please.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that would line up to pay Lamar Jackson. I'll tell you what was very interesting is I heard Ed Reed talking about the situation, and he acknowledged how great a player Lamar is, how unique a talent Lamar is, and he said, look, man, he's like the Ravens are a very business-oriented run organization.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, to me, he's like, they haven't paid him yet. They don't really pay people that type of upper stratosphere money. He's like, I don't think they're going to.
Wow.
I think they'll let him go. They'll franchise him and trade him when the time comes, and they'll bring in the next guy.
Wow.
I mean, think about it. They were successful under Joe Flacco. They were successful under Lamar. I think they've got a good organization. They're always tough. They're very well coached under Harbaugh. And I think they'll just eventually find a talented young kid to bring in and take over.
Maybe. I don't know. I think letting Lamar go for the Ravens would be big.
Well, what's tough for Lamar and what's tough for Baltimore being in the position that they're in is when things are going good, they still haven't been
Won it
able
all.
to get over the hump.
Yeah,
The hump.
Well, they've had bad playoffs, obviously, the last
And,
3 or
but
4 years.
That falls on Lamar.
Yeah.
You know, and if you know that this guy isn't going to get you over that hump, and you know he's not going to beat Mahomes on his best day, and he probably won't beat Josh Allen on his best day, and, you know, so on and so forth, what are you going to pay him all that money
Well,
for?
a lot of teams look at it that way, too, is that, you know, why are we going to pay X when we have this and we're losing with this?
Yes.
So we rather lose and spend a lot less money. Or not content.
And a big part of what makes Lamar special is that explosive athleticism. And when he gets worn down as the year goes on, that becomes less and less impactful. And the older he gets, that becomes less and less of a thing.
You're right.
So is he a guy that's going to have longevity as a high-end player? And I think those are all the things that Baltimore's factoring in. But I agree with you, Nate. Somebody is absolutely going to pay him.
Oh, yeah, somebody will pay him. Might not be.
Somebody's going to. Yeah, somebody's going to, for sure. But the scary thing with all these athletic quarterbacks, like Josh Allen, different type of athlete, but those hits that Josh Allen's taking on a week-in, week-out basis, I mean, I think that's already contributed to the elbow problem.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he is, you know, at this point, irreparably broken. I am saying, though, that watch out for the Cam Newton career arc where, yeah, early in his career, Josh Allen might hit some incredible peaks. I don't know if you could keep taking whacks like that into your mid-30s and still play the way that he does.
Yeah, and he's an aggressive runner, too. That would be my only concern with Josh Allen because I think the world of that kid. I think he's as good as it gets, and I think
And he
as
never
a
goes
passer,
down. He never goes down.
And he's better as a passer than Cam was by far.
Mhm.
Like he's a better version of, you know, high-end Cam Newton. And Cam Newton in his peak was incredible. And I think Allen's a better version of that. But that's a very, 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 very good point. And he does not shy away from contact.
Yeah.
And that stuff stacks. That builds.
He's going to tear up a knee trying to spin away from a tackle or something.
We've talked about it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Shoulder something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff, you know, you look at, like, the guys that used to play this game in a different era when things were played a little bit differently. You know, I didn't go out of bounds. I took the extra hit. Yeah, they're also barely walking nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, different times.
200%.
And you know, the game was different. The refereeing was different. The late calls were different. You didn't really see all that. They're protecting the quarterback more than they ever did. They didn't do that 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, it's so hard in sports, and every fan wants to do it. Is, you know, connect the dots and try to compare decades. You can't. They're just too different in sports. You're going to compare, it's got to be now at now. You can't go back 20, 30 years because it's a different game in all sports, not just football.
Yeah. And
Well, the athletes are always getting better.
Sure.
Right? Like, I legitimately believe that training and medicine and science and everything that we understand as humans, and frankly, natural evolution of the human race has gotten to a place where athletes generationally are getting better on average than they used to be. And that's why you're going to see some of these records break that you thought would never break. I for years and years and years and years and years, I denied the idea that Gretzky's goal record would ever fall. And I heard the earliest of rumblings that Ovechkin might catch him maybe almost a decade ago, and I was like, no way, no way. And now it basically looks inevitable. Ovechkin, I think, got 796 last night. And
what does he need?
You know, 860 something, 880 something. I should know that number off the top of my head.
That's still a lot. That's still 85 goals.
It's still a lot, but he's going to get there, man. He's going to get there.
We'll see.
Gordie Howe sitting on 801. That was a number, him and Gretzky, the only two that ever had 800.
Yeah.
And Ovechkin's 5 goals away from that. He'll get there.
Yeah, look at Kareem and the scoring record in the NBA. LeBron's going to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, LeBron's also been playing 20 years.
Yeah. Well, so did Kareem. Kareem played forever.
Oh, I know. No, it was different. Like I said, Kareem was excellent. So was Jabbar. I mean, the thing with Kareem, so was Kareem and LeBron don't like each other.
Yeah.
They asked LeBron last week. He goes, I don't have any, communication with him at all, which is a shame. Nate, we got to go, buddy. We got to pay some bills and put some gas in our car. Go Michigan. Enjoy it while you can, because Joe says if you guys play Ohio State next time, it's going to be a long day for you.
And good luck against the Vikings this weekend, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Go Blue. It is the Locker Room on a Saturday. Joe, Jimmy, and the Greek will be back in a few minutes.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
After Thursday night's win over the Clippers, the Heat entertained the Spurs this afternoon. Miami's 10th in the East at 12-14. The Panthers and Lightning face off for the second time this season today in Tampa. Florida lost to the Bolts in overtime back in October. The 123rd Army-Navy football game is in Philadelphia this afternoon. Last season, Navy won 17-13, but Army has won 4 of the last 6 meetings. I'm Bill Herendon.
This family takes turns turning heads. Brains, beauty, and athleticism. All they need now is for you to drive them off the lot. The Mercedes-Benz family of SUVs. A family of unrivaled vehicles waiting at your local dealer. Learn more at MBUSA.com. That's MBUSA.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. Your smile's the first thing people see, and I have the guy who can give you that $1 million smile.
Thanks, Greek. I'm Dr. Ernest Orfanos, a board-certified periodontist, and I can give you that perfect smile. My staff and I will make you feel comfortable and relaxed during your procedure. We do what's called Teeth in the Day, where you get implants and teeth that very same day, all phases of dental implants. And as a multi-specialty office, we are capable of meeting and exceeding all of your needs. Please call our office at 561-477-7171.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. Don't miss our weekend special. Save $1,000 on our most popular Sleep Number 360 smart bed, plus free home delivery on all smart beds when you add a base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies. Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. These are tough times for everyone, so dealing with your timeshare may not be your biggest concern. But when this passes, do you still want a lifetime of payments, fees, and commitments for a timeshare you were misled into buying?
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started the timeshare cancellation industry by exposing the ugly truth about timeshares and giving folks the straight facts. I've been fighting the timeshare giants ever since, so no one knows this industry better than me and my team. Today, we have saved our clients an average of $65,000 in lifetime payments. Imagine putting those timeshare dollars back in your pocket. Give my office a call today. I guarantee if we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call Wesley Financial now for your free information kit. 800-627-1212. That's 800-627-1212. 800-627-1212.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
Don't let talk of higher prices and higher interest rates put a damper on your holiday. At International Diamond Center, we've got the price relief you deserve and 0% interest financing for 5 whole years. That's right. Now through December 12th, you can spread your payments over 5 years with 0 finance charges. It's our gift to you, so you can make the most of this special time this year. How about a $5,000 pair of diamond stud earrings for just $85 a month? You can even finance the sales tax. Or you can take advantage of special discounts on cases of diamond and gold fashion jewelry. 20% instant savings. Or for the ultimate in value, check out owner Keith LeClaire's signature specials. Exquisite jewelry marked down an amazing 40%. Rings, earrings, bands, and bracelets. Make it a Christmas to remember with something special, something timeless, and something meaningful from International Diamond Center. Get instant savings or 5 years 0 interest financing now through December 12th. International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard. On approved credit.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
This holiday season, don't forget about you. The free iHeartRadio app is filled with everything you want to hear. And best of all, it's free. That means you can listen to this station while you're dashing out to the store because you forgot something. Again.
Gum is a stocking stuffer, right?
Or grab your headphones and escape inside a podcast for a little alone time. And finding one you love is easy.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday. We'll pick some games, go over the NFL a little bit later, probably in the 2 o'clock hour for you guys. Don't forget, it is 12 Days of Chaos, and we got a $2,500 gift card coming at you today for the International Diamond Center, which is fantastic. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Joseph.
Good afternoon, boys.
If I can, I'd like to remind everybody I'm going to be at Sailfish Sands. That's 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard in Stewart tomorrow for a Miller Lite watch party. I'm going to be there from 4 to 6. And grab yourself a $3 Miller Lite draft during all NFL games. And we'll be having some Real Radio swag. And you can register to win a pair of Dolphins tickets. It'll be the game against the Jets, last one of the year.
Good game.
Last regular season, I should say, game of the year. So, yeah, come on out. Sailfish Sands, 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard in Stewart. I want to see you there. From 4 to 6, I'll be there.
And Tuesday, special guest in the Penthouse. Ari Gold steps in.
Oh.
Jeremy Pittman.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's going to be here. He's playing at the Improv on Thursday night. So he's going to be in the studio. Ari Gold, for an Entourage, you know him. He's going to be at the Improv Thursday. Going to be with us 12 o'clock on Tuesday if all things go as well as planned.
That's the man right there. That's PCU. That was one of my... I love that movie. I love Jeremy Piven.
Oh, yeah. You like him in Entourage?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great. He was great in the movie.
He was incredible in
Entourage. Yeah, he's great. Always was good. And he's also, I found out from a good friend of mine who happens to know him a little, he's a big cigar smoker.
Oh, that's
So I'm going to try to pick him up a couple of cigars, and, when he walks in, and maybe we can light up after the show or something like that. But we're excited to have him. Thursday, he'll be at the Improv.
That's awesome.
Who is that that's coming?
Ari Gold.
Oh, okay. What's his name?
Jeremy Pittman.
Nice. Still wrong, but
it's close enough.
Got Mike on the line. Hey, Mike, welcome to The Locker Room.
Hey, guys. I had called earlier this year talking about my dumpster fire of the Saints. I'm figuring Dennis Allen is done this after this season. I don't think he's going to get a second one.
Mm-hmm.
What options do you think that we have? I don't know if Winston's going to still want to be there, and I know Dalton is definitely not the answer as far as quarterback is concerned.
Yeah, well, toughest deal about the whole thing is that your first-round pick belongs to Philadelphia after the Chris Olave trade. So as far as you guys in quarterback, man, I mean, I think it's moderately likely that Jameis stays just because, starting positions for, veteran journeymen at this point aren't readily available around the league. But it's definitely, I mean, yeah, you're probably looking at a page one rewrite, man. New coaching staff. I don't know. I don't know about the front office. I don't know how secure those guys' jobs are. But, it's a shame, too, because you guys have a playoff level defense and some really good weapons offensively. You really do.
Well, again, Thomas has been out how many years?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big blow.
Yeah.
And you lose Sean Payton, who arguably over the last 15 years is one of the best coaches in the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I don't think the Saints were really prepared for that.
Yeah.
To replace somebody like that, that's going to be the same thing when Pittsburgh lose Tomlin.
Yeah. Pete Carmichael, though, has been the offensive coordinator there for almost all of, I'm pretty sure all of Peyton's run. So the offense didn't change drastically.
But you lost Drew Brees. You lost the Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
I mean, you lose a Hall of Famer. I mean, we've always thought that there's only a couple teams in the NFL history that have had back-to-back Hall of Famers or been having to have some kind of replacements, and obviously it's the Packers.
Yeah, well, and
the
Jameis
Niners.
was hurt. Jameis was hurt. He's been banged up all year, And Andy Dalton, surprisingly, hasn't been terrible.
No, but he's not the answer.
No, not at all.
Oh, Andy Dalton had great numbers with the Bengals, except for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Every time he went to the playoffs, he lost.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an easy, quick pick up a dime.
Yeah.
He would always lose in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Can we get Baker Mayfield for a couple of seasons?
I would put my stamp of approval on that one, buddy.
You never know. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen with Baker, where he's going to go or what's going to happen. I mean, I think any team can be rebuilt. And quicker than ever in the NFL this year. I mean, this time with obviously draft picks, free agents, and signings. But I think I agree with you. I think they need a new coach.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
No, thanks for listening.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. If you guys want to get involved, talk a little NFL, or you want to talk some hoops. Our Miami Heat are not off to a good start, about 500. How about the Warriors, the champs? They're not off to a good start, too. They're like 1-11 on the road, which is
great.
Crazy. Crazy that they're 1-11.
Wow.
Yeah, Boston Celtics are the best team in the NBA right now. I think they're 20-5.
21-5, yeah.
Yeah, they're unbelievable. They really are. And they really stepped into it where they got a new coach with a lot of drama off the field, off the hardwood last year, and they have not missed a beat and playing at a high level, home and away. So the Celtics are the big team, obviously, in the East and doing what they need to do. LeBron and the Lakers still trying to put it together. Brought Philly to overtime last night, but then ended up losing. And LeBron is still LeBron at times. I think he's still great. I still put him in the top 5 or 6 guys. But, the Lakers are just, they can't connect. They just can't.
And they are just getting so little out of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was one of those guys a few years ago that you're like, this is going to be one of the next dudes.
Oh,
like,
he
he's
was
just
for years.
incredible. Yeah,
he was for years. And then when they went to the Lakers the first year, 2020, won it all, he was. But, yeah, he's been injured a lot, too.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing with Westbrook has not really worked out. Being in L.A. and all the drama has not really worked out. So, Lakers, again, will they make the playoffs? Who knows? They may not. They just, they got some issues.
Oh, it's crazy. You got New Orleans sitting on top of the West right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
With Zion.
Yeah.
Zion's back.
Yeah.
And it seems like all he does is dunk, but he's an important role in that team. It really is. And that's a team that's young.
Very young.
Very young.
Very young, very talented.
And then he came back and he signed with them because he was going to bolt.
Yep.
And he ended up sitting with New Orleans, and people thought he was definitely going to go to a big market team, but he didn't. But, yeah, I was going to get to it. New Orleans, surprisingly, is on top in the West.
Yeah.
Warriors, again, everybody thinks they're going to turn a switch. I don't know. I mean, they're just not good on the road. And they have not been able to figure it out. But it's a long season in the NBA.
Yeah.
It definitely is. But our Heaters are not playing well, about 500, win a game, lose a game, win a couple. Buckets is in and out, and we just didn't sign anybody in offseason. And that's a problem. And the East is thick. I mean, they are. I mean, nobody talks about Milwaukee, but they're a very good team.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Celtics. You got the Sixers. I mean, you got so many teams that are good right now in the East.
Cavaliers, baby.
Yo, the Cavs are good. They really are. Young. Mitchell was a great pickup.
Yep.
Yeah, Cleveland's going to be there.
To update Teddy's pick, though, because remember, Teddy took OKC against Cleveland with the points tonight. Donovan Mitchell's out tonight, so he's not even going to play. So Teddy's play looks even better. Him and Mitchell and Kevin Love both are going to be out tonight for the Cavs.
All right, so Teddy did say to wait to bet that, but now you can bet it because it's supposed to be 5.5 or 6 around there. Mitchell's not playing, so the line will not get adjusted. If he was playing, Teddy did think that the line might go up to 6 or 6.5. So he's not playing, so bet it now. Go crazy. Do what you got to do.
Mortgage the house.
Mortgage the house. Just to see what it's like in the morning to wake up. Put in that big bet just once.
Yeah.
You're like, yay!
Yeah, I want to see what it's like to be homeless.
Well, if you bet tonight, they really wouldn't take the house till Monday.
Well, you got some time.
Nice little weekend.
You know, they give you Sunday, have a brunch, hang out.
Take some pictures.
Take some pictures, do that for Instagram, do whatever you got to do. Bowl games, there are a ton of them and some good matchups. Alabama's playing Kansas State. I cannot believe that matchup. I don't even know if they're going to show up for the game, to be honest with you, Alabama. They might be, we're not coming. There are a lot of their guys are not playing. Clemson and Tennessee down here in the Orange Bowl. Not really a great matchup. Notre Dame and South Carolina. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Notre Dame is really will be. What I'm looking for is the matchup that I haven't been able to find. Maybe you can find it. Who is in the Rose Bowl?
Is the Rose Bowl the championship?
Nope. Rose Bowl is not the championship, and I do not see it. I see all the games, but I don't see the Rose Bowl. Because the finals championship for college football is going to be in L.A., and they are playing. That's where the Rams and Chargers play. And that's not it, unless that's the equivalent to the Rose Bowl. But I don't see the Rose Bowl. I see a Peach Bowl, Fiesta, Sugar, Orange, but I don't see a Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I don't see a Rose Bowl either.
Yeah, and that's staple in my one of the games I do love to watch every year, but I don't see a Rose Bowl.
Penn State, Utah, Utah.
Is that it?
Like January 2nd.
Okay, Jim. Thank you.
According to Google.
All right, cool.
Yeah, our little sheet here is cut off at the Illinois-Mississippi State January 2nd game.
All right. So it's Penn State against who?
Utah.
Okay. Good game. Good game. Penn State playing very well. And so did Utah as they ended up beating
9-7.
Yeah, they ended up beating USC. Notre Dame and South Carolina are going to be a very good bowl game. Clemson and Tennessee. Do you think the color down there will be orange in the Orange Bowl? I mean, they both get orange. I mean, they get it, that game. Texas, Washington. Florida State against Oklahoma.
That'll be a cool game.
Yeah, Florida State laying 8. I think there's like 89 or 88 teams, something like that, in the bowl games, but the Canes are home. What does that say about the Canes? Our Gators are in there against next week, Las Vegas Bowl, and they are taking on Oregon State. Oregon State laying 10.5. I am leaning toward the Gators in that game. We'll read up on it this week, but I am definitely, that's a lot of points for them to lay. But it depends. Like Teddy said, 15 guys might be out.
So many guys out not playing,
That's the thing. When you bet bowl games, not only do you got to look at the matchup and obviously the conferences, but who's playing, who's not.
Yeah. And how many superstars are sitting out because they're prepping for the draft already?
Yeah, they don't want to get hurt. So do your research. Obviously, listen to guys like Teddy Covers. Listen to 1230 Gambler with Rob Vino and Drew Martin. Those guys get a lot of information. We'll give it to you, too. But make sure you know what's going on because you don't want to bet a game and then the star player on one side of the ball or the other is not playing. Like Alabama's playing Kansas State, and I've heard it's a Sugar Bowl, but I've heard 9 or 10 guys aren't playing. I don't know if Bryce Young's going to be playing that game. He may not play.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
If I were him.
Yeah. You don't think so?
He's slated to be at very minimum a top 10 pick.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
He's the betting favorite to go number 1 overall to Houston. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
And then you got a lot of more bowl games. They do start December 16th and the 17th. Like I said, the Vegas Bowl, Oregon State against Florida. You'll hear that right here on Real Radio next week, and 1230 The Gambler. You'll be able to get that. But we'll talk about a lot more of these bowl games and what goes on. Heisman Trophy tonight, Joe. Any prediction? Do you think somebody can pull it out? You still like Bennett a little from Georgia?
I think it makes sense. I really do. I could see him sneak it. I hope Caleb Williams wins it. That's my guy. I like that kid.
He has something he does with his nails every week. He paints his nails all different colors. His mom does it and everything like that.
Yeah.
Again, he had that big run in the Utah game, like 60 yards. That's where he pulled his hamstring.
Yep.
And a lot of people didn't catch it. I did. And because all of a sudden he stopped running like at the 8-yard line. He could have went in.
Yep.
He wasn't the same. very heroic that he played. It went with Kobe Bryant. Quote he said he had in his head, "You're not as big as the game. The game is bigger than you and how you're feeling." So he played throughout. Riley said that, you know what, I wanted to take him out, but there's no way I could have took him out.
No.
He said he was not playing, and he still did pretty good on one leg.
He did. He made some plays towards the end of that game that it was going back and forth for a second there.
Yeah. Well, they were winning 17-7.
Yeah.
I mean, they seemed like they were in control, and all of a sudden the wheels fell off. He blows out his hamstring, and it's night and day. I mean, there might have been another kid that might have been like, hey, I'm just sitting. I'm not playing.
He reminds me so much of Mahomes. Just the way he plays.
His mannerisms.
And he's so smooth with everything, man. He's awesome. He's
He
got
really
a nice arm. He's a good athlete.
Only a sophomore.
He's a kid.
Yeah, he's only a sophomore. So he's coming back next year. And we did check. The Pac-12 will be, again, the Pac-12. UCLA and USC do not leave for the Big Ten. Jimmy was nice enough to find that out for us until the following season.
Yeah.
So, and then you got Dion in Colorado. And what they'll be doing is just getting a bigger airport because every day new guys are going to be flying in. Every day. He's going to be there. He might get Mahomes. You never know with Dion. Anything's possible with him. That team was 1-11. I can see them winning 5 games next year.
I could see a bigger turnaround than that.
Really?
He's going to get so many new bodies in there. He hired
offensive coordinator.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator. Yeah, the offensive coordinator. No, his offensive coordinator was a head coach somewhere.
Okay,
and
he got the defense coordinator from Alabama.
Yeah, defense coordinator from Alabama, and I want to say, off the top of my head, I can't remember. But he was a head coach. I think the coaching staff's going to be good. There's going to be so much buzz around that program.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I could definitely see 7-8 wins. Easy in that first year. He's going to get a lot of talent in there. They're going to get a bomb recruiting class, I'm sure.
He's taking his son.
Yeah.
He's taking his son, so his son's quartering.
Yeah.
I mean, and, his son did very well at Jackson State. We'll see how he does there.
Yeah, and I mean, 7-8 wins in Pac-10 is not some monumental thing. They're certainly not going to, challenge for a college football playoff spot, but I think they're going to be a formidable team.
He gets 7-8 wins next year after 1 this year.
Huge.
That's huge. That's huge. I mean, that's it. I mean, again, he's going to be in Colorado 2-3 years, and then he's going.
Yeah.
And what he said was great at his end of his conference. He goes, when you're a coach, either you get fired or you leave.
Yeah.
He goes, and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah. Well, the hate that he's getting for leaving Jackson State just blows my mind. Mm-hmm. He's done so much for that program, so much for the HBCUs. Of course he's going to move on.
Well,
this was a stepping stone.
Because he just came off a big interview with 60 Minutes, and a lot of people felt that it was a little hypocritical. And again, he's a guy, and if he had offers out there, they asked him in the interview, would you leave? He said, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just as open as he could be.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, he said he was there for a calling from God. God told him to go there and to help out the kids and everything. And he did a lot. I mean, again, he put that team, you had game day there at Jackson State. Nobody even knew what Jackson State was.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
exactly.
I mean, you really didn't.
This guy was stealing recruits from Alabama. To Jackson State.
No, he did a great job. He did 3 years he was there, good winning percentage, got them on the map. It's up to them for them to continue to torch. And again, that team was good before he got there, but nobody knew who they were.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not Division I, so they didn't know who he was. When Dion came, he's American Express. Instant credibility.
Yep.
Everybody wants to know what he has to say, where he's going. He has the swag. He has the personality. And he'll do it at Colorado, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll do it that quick, but, man, 8-9 wins.
When Florida State hired Norvell, Dion was in talks with them, too.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just he hadn't proven anything. This is a big-time program. He wasn't ready for that. Well, he's ready for a big program now.
If Norvell didn't win the way he did at the end,
Dion would be in 200%.
I said that all week. I said last week. I said that's where he'd be. Back at his alma mater, want to play for the coach them. But the guy finished good.
Yeah.
Florida State did well.
He's been great.
Yeah,
he's turned them around really well.
Yeah,
I'm super impressed with him.
No, he's done very good. So you can't let him go.
Yeah, but I was right there with you though. I was just like, oh, this guy will be gone in a year and Dion's going to be in there.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah. But they finished strong and they have a good season. They're playing Oklahoma in the bowl game. So, I mean, maybe in a couple years, but we'll see. Yeah. But Dion already has gotten Colorado more mentions than they've had in the last 5, 7, 10 years.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. It is The Locker Room. It is a Saturday 92.1 Real Radio. Always appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget we're home in the Gators. Next week, you will hear the Gators in the Las Vegas Bowl against the Oregon State Beavers. Joe, Jimmy, and the Greek will be back, talk a little NFL, and pick some games.
This is Real Radio 92.1, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Football is back. Come on out to our first appearance at Sailfish Sands tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. for our next Real Radio Miller Lite watch party of the season and watch all the afternoon's games. Great food and drink specials, including $3 Miller Lite drafts during all live pro games. Real Radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fins game and stay on to catch the Fins Los Angeles game at 8:20 p.m. Sailfish Sands Golf Course, 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard, Stewart. See you there.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Here's an unexpected holiday surprise for all the last-minute shoppers. This weekend, all of Diamonds Direct's earrings are 25% off. That's right, all earrings, an incredible 25% off. Diamond studs, diamond hoops, colored gemstone earrings, designer earrings, all earrings included. Who wouldn't love a beautiful pair of diamond stud earrings for Christmas? Make it happen this weekend and save an unbelievable 25%. Best prices of 2022. Special financing available too. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct behind Town Center Mall.
It's the BrandsMart USA 10th sale. Now through Sunday, only at BrandsMart USA's West Palm Beach location, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. Huge savings on name brand appliances, furniture, and more at crazy low prices. Sale ends 8 p.m. Sunday. This is your chance to save big. Friday through Sunday only at BrandsMart USA's West Palm Beach store, off 95 at Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
If you run a small business, you need the most from every investment. That's why Comcast Business gives you more. Like more innovation with our new gig speed Wi-Fi, plus unlimited data. More speed from the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. And more savings, up to 60% a year with Comcast Business Mobile. All from the company that powers more businesses than any other provider. When you need more, you need Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for just $40 per month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. Plus, ask how to get a $750 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 1/1/2023. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Compare pricing of top carriers. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Comcast Business Internet required. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment taxes and other fees extra and subject to change. Must add mobile within 90 days of internet install and keep services for 12 months for discount. Results vary. Not an endorsement.
This holiday season, it's more important than ever to make sure you make your money go farther. And while interest rates are on the rise everywhere else, at International Diamond Center, we're lowering rates all the way down to 0%. That's right. Now through December 12th, International Diamond Center is offering 0% financing for 5 years. This is in addition to IDC's amazing unbeatable value prices, so you can make their Christmas dreams come true. How about an $8,000 diamond tennis bracelet for just $133 a month? Or check out a special collection of affordable and timeless classics like diamond studs, gold fashion and diamond fashion jewelry with instant savings of 20% and some hand-picked specials even marked down to 40%. Don't let anything keep you from getting that headliner gift this year. International Diamond Center has the price relief and the interest rate relief you deserve. Merry Christmas from International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. On approved credit.
What's the best product I bought this year? Oh, that's easy. Salonpas pain-relieving patches. The proven medicines in Salonpas patches reduce my pain and let me do the things I need to do every day.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas reported improved sleep, mood, and the ability to work. They had less pain and were able to reduce their use of oral pain medications.
For pain, I use Salonpas. It's good medicine.
We conquer cancer. For the mom-to-be who is out of treatment options. For the doctor who has a brilliant idea but needs research funding. For the people who faced cancer head-on and climbed incredible heights while they were with us. For the children who celebrate the end of chemo. We conquer cancer for all who have been touched by it. Conquer Cancer accelerates breakthroughs in research and care for every cancer, every patient, everywhere. Join us at conquer.org.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday. Army-Navy today, 3 o'clock. Who do you got? So I was at the Green Turtle Car Wash, which I start every Saturday. Best car wash in the world, my buddy Jimmy. And I bumped into this woman, and she said she liked Army.
Well,
you know what that means?
Navy?
I don't know. What does it mean? I'm trying to figure it out.
Means been Army. Years ago, I was in the city. Again, Army-Navy's been going on for years and years.
Yeah.
And I was living in the city, and where I was living on the west side, and Jimmy, I think you noticed too, they would have all the big ships. You know, they would, the sailors would come in, and it was a Saturday morning, getting coffee, and like 3 sailers walked in. So I bet Navy.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's an omen.
It's a sign.
There's a sign.
You don't get any better signs than that.
That's right. Like I opened the door.
Or Chris, you're going to see your bookie and place your bet, and you're going up to maybe phone booth to give him a call, and a jet goes overhead. Got to bet Air Force.
That's right. That's right.
Got to bet Air Force.
Yeah. So they walked in.
Or the Jets.
Or the Jets. I walked in that day, and I was coming out of breakfast, and they walked in. Handicapping 101. I said, all right, well, there you go.
That's how you do it right there, kids.
Yeah, I'm a
Navy.
I'm a Navy guy. Big brother's a Master Chief in the Navy. So
All right.
I got to go
Oh,
Navy.
really?
Hell yeah.
So if we bet Navy and he loses this afternoon, will he take our action? I mean, will he cover our bets?
No, he will not.
No.
He will not.
I had a buddy of mine in Vegas gave me a great deal. He thought it was a great deal until the fact that he said to me, Greek, I'm having a bad season. I want you to take over bowl season for me.
Okay.
Every winner you get, I'll give you a dime. Every winner you lose, I take a dime away. I said, I just might as well bet myself.
What the hell?
What the hell am I doing? I said, where's the profit in that? I said, I know I don't put any money up. I said, let's go nickel. Let's go nickel, no takeaway. You know what I mean? No ticky, no surety. Let's do it that way. All right, so some NFL picks will start week. Who's winning again? Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's been winning the race from the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning.
He's
week 1. He took off running. We haven't caught him yet. He is 67-59 on the year.
What?
Yep. They're coming in number 2.
Kids.
The G-Man is 62-64 and bringing up the rear. Myself, 58-68.
So how many games are you behind Jimmy?
I'm 9 games behind Jimmy. You're 5 games behind Jimmy.
You can still catch him.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
You guys
but
can
you
do
know,
it. Come on.
It's hard, though.
I'm picking
It's not
Houston
easy.
every week.
It's not easy. All right, first game up. We already did plenty of time on this. We got the New York Jets at the Buffalo Balookies.
Oh, man, this
Jimmy,
game's so
what do
tough.
you got? -10 for the Bills.
-10. That's what makes it. You know what? Give me the Bills.
Alrighty.
And that's not a homer pick. They're obviously the better team.
Yep.
And you just don't know what the quarterback situation is
I
there
agree
with
with
New
you.
York. I mean, was that a one and done, or will that kid prove himself? Guess we'll have to see.
G-Man.
And also, when we do this for years, the guy who's in the lead goes first. So if anybody's, asks us questions at home, because we really care.
Right.
Man, this is tough. I want to pick this game at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Come on, Diane. Man, I'm going Buffalo, but I got to catch his ass.
Yep.
I got to grab the tail.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm going Jets because I'm hoping that it snows and it's just an ugly, low-scoring game.
I'm going to go with the Bills.
Alrighty. Next game up, we have the Browns at the Bengals. Bengals minus 5.5.
Ooh, only 5.5? Yeah, that seems a little weird. Give me the Bengals. They cover that easily.
The Bengals don't have good results against the Browns. And even though I hate Cleveland, I will take the Browns.
Well, gee, I am right there with you. And let me just throw this back a little bit, and I'm probably going to jinx everything right here. Joe Burrow has never beaten the Browns. The Browns have won 5 straight against Cincinnati, and they're a great matchup against Cincinnati. They absolutely blasted them about a month ago. I'm going Browns. I think Deshaun's going to knock off even more rust. I think he's going to be a different player than we saw last Sunday.
All right.
And like Teddy pointed out, Cincinnati's had like a month of like big time wins, and I just feel like they're due for an emotional letdown.
We're going Brazilian.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Texans at the Cowboys. Cowboys minus 17.5.
Oh my
Wow.
God, 17.5.
And a salami
isn't
sandwich.
this 27.5. Give me the Cowboys. They'll cover that. It's Houston. They suck.
G.
Houston, we have a problem. 17.5 is a lot.
That's a
Wow.
lot of points, man.
That is.
I've been doing this for a long time. I mean, discount how great I look. You wouldn't believe it. But I can't remember 17.5 point spreads. That's high. Man, I don't know. And
it's tempting. It's tempting.
Well,
to
because
take
it's
Houston.
also, a little rivalry, Dallas, Texans. Got to catch Jimmy. Texans are so bad, though. Like Dallas last week with the Colts, it was close, and they scored 33 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I'm not happy about that. I lost that game.
I'm going to take the Texans because the world's on Dallas.
Right.
I'll never catch Jimmy following him.
Yep. And I'm right there with you. I'm going Texans. 17.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah.
It's a lot of points. And, I mean, we're both probably wrong, and Jimmy's just going to build his lead, but whatever. Let's move on. Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions. Detroit is minus 2. Ooh. This is a funky one, man.
Yeah, Minnesota's
really is.
When is a 10-win team getting points from a 5-win team?
Right?
Are you kidding me?
I don't understand it. Give me Minnesota until they start losing and disappointing us.
I mean, it's such a weird line. It's like giving a Kardashian a new plastic surgeon. It just doesn't make sense.
What do they know? I mean, what does Vegas know?
They know something. We'll find out Monday.
I mean, there's a reason.
They don't like the Vikings.
Well, like
that's
Teddy
the
said,
reason.
no respect for the Vikings.
And look, Detroit's offense has been fantastic.
Yeah,
They've been putting up points all year.
Yeah. And they'll put up points tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
Over under 51.
It's going to be the second game back for Jameson Williams, their first-round pick, the speedster out of Alabama.
How did he do last week?
I think he had
2 catches.
He had 2 targets for maybe 1 catch. Not a lot of yards though. It was just a little sprinkled him in.
Yeah, I think Minnesota finds a way though. That's all they got to do because they're getting points.
That's right. I'm going to go with Detroit. That's where I'm buying my next car.
Yeah, I'm also going Detroit. I like Detroit.
I thought I got past him. I thought I got past him. I was waiting to see if it got past him. It was almost like a goalie. You pulled the stick way back.
It got by the other. I think we were going to break or something the other day when you tried to pull that one.
Yeah. I said, all right, I got that in.
Domestic.
What are we doing?
Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Football Giants. Giants getting 7 points.
Is Lawrence Taylor playing?
He is not.
Is Phil Simms playing?
He is not.
Jimmy, you're up.
They I don't know, man. These division games. I know that the people don't like the Giants and they're not supposed to have that many wins, but that's a lot of points. But I think the Eagles will cover that. Give me Philadelphia.
G-Man.
Give me the cheesesteaks all day, baby.
Yeah. This is a three-way sweep here.
I like the cheesesteaks. I think they win. I think first half in the over. That's a pick out of Viva Las Vegas. Do it for Elvis. I'm going to win this race, and I like Philly. It is the Locker Room on a Saturday afternoon, picking NFL games. We got another few we got to pick. A lot more coming at you on a Saturday. It is the Locker Room. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Plenty of sunshine for this afternoon as temperatures remain in the lower 80s for afternoon highs. A north wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Will stay mostly clear for tonight with the potential for some patchy fog possible inland as temperatures return to the 60s by Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Think It Up. Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Quitting nicotine isn't easy, which is why Tobacco Free Florida offers free tools and services like free 2-week starter kits of Quit Aids. We're also trying out music to help motivate smokers to quit.
Not another cigarette would be late. Now there's someone living tobacco free. It's you.
Wow. Okay. Maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-809-7171. That's 800-809-7171. 800-809-7171.
Don't let talk of higher prices and higher interest rates put a damper on your holiday. At International Diamond Center, we've got the price relief you deserve and 0% interest financing for 5 whole years. That's right. Now through December 12th, you can spread your payments over 5 years with 0 finance charges. It's our gift to you, so you can make the most of this special time this year. How about a $5,000 pair of diamond stud earrings for just $85 a month? You can even finance the sales tax. Or you can take advantage of special discounts on cases of diamond and gold fashion jewelry. 20% instant savings. Or for the ultimate in value, check out owner Keith LeClaire's signature specials. Exquisite jewelry marked down an amazing 40%. Rings, earrings, bands, and bracelets. Make it a Christmas to remember with something special, something timeless, and something meaningful from International Diamond Center. Get instant savings or 5 years 0 interest financing now through December 12th. International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard. On approved credit.
We conquer cancer. For For the mom-to-be who is out of treatment options. For the doctor who has a brilliant idea but needs research funding. For the people who faced cancer head-on and climbed incredible heights while they were with us. For the children who celebrate the end of chemo. We conquer cancer for all who have been touched by it. Conquer Cancer accelerates breakthroughs in research and care for every cancer, every patient, everywhere. Join us at conquer.org.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy's Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's at a big weekend coming up Saturday night. Feature entertainer Heidi Ho Huntsman live on stage. And also watch UFC 282 live. It's Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there every day for the best entertainment and the best ladies. Open to 5 a.m. with a 5-star menu. And it's never too early to make your reservations for New Year's Eve. Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there today. Pigs!
Here's an unexpected holiday surprise for all the last-minute shoppers. This weekend, all of Diamonds Direct's earrings are 25% off. That's right, all earrings, an incredible 25% off. Diamond studs, diamond hoops, colored gemstone earrings, designer earrings, all earrings included. Who wouldn't love a beautiful pair of diamond stud earrings for Christmas? Make it happen this weekend and save an unbelievable 25%. Best prices of 2022. Special financing available too. Friday through Sunday only, and only at Diamonds Direct behind Town Center Mall.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen your appreciation of the Word and inspire you to keep learning.
Listen to The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the locker room on a Saturday afternoon. Army-Navy today. What do you got? Come on.
Give me the over.
Yeah, give me the over. 32, 15 years in a row. You want to stand in front of that? Choo-choo, baby. It's one of those games you hear people say, it's due. Man, I could see a 17-10 game. Oof, right there, 27. Man, watching that game, you want to talk about nerves? Ooh, my God, right there. And more people will bet the over again today. I mean, they just will. Man, it's so tough. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Joe's here.
What is going on, fellas?
Yeah, we're going to continue now with some picks for the NFL.
That's right. AFC North matchup, we've got the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers -2.
Jimmy?
No Lamar Jackson.
No Lamar, right? Yeah. Steelers giving points. Wow. That's pretty interesting, huh? I'll ride the Baltimore train. You want to give me a couple points? I think they'll...
I'm going to go Pittsburgh with Watts. Mm-hmm. Every time he plays, he's a Studebaker.
I am also going to go with the Steelers as well. Jaguars at the Titans. Titans -3.5.
Ooh.
Jaguars, a tough team to figure out.
Yeah, I know.
What team is easy to figure out? Like women.
Yeah, really. Yeah. What a year. Give me the Titans. It's hard to take the Jags.
Yep.
I got to go with Titans this one. I've been separating myself a little bit, the champ, but I got to step a little away.
All right, I'm going to go with the Jaguars. Chiefs at the Broncos. Broncos plus 9.5.
Give me plus 19. Give me the Chiefs. Broncos suck.
Mahomes 9-0 in his career.
Yep.
He does not lose against the Broncos, and I don't think he loses tomorrow.
Yep, agreed. 3-way sweep. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the San Francisco 49ers, and Brock Purdy. 49ers minus 3.5.
Boy, that's a tough one. Give me Tampa Bay.
Man, it's tough.
It's tough.
It is. Because
all these games suck, man. They're all tough.
Because Tom's coming home.
Yep.
And he said he does hate the Niners because he never forgot that they didn't
and he's
pick
doing
against
great since the divorce, so
3-1.
Come on, Brady. Handicap at 101. Quarterback gets divorced.
What's the line?
3.5.
Man, I'm going to go with the Niners. I've been really stepping away from Jimmy this week.
Yeah, same here. I'm going Niners as well. Jimmy, you're either going to have like a 30-game lead on me or I'm going to catch you. We got Panthers at the Seahawks. Seahawks minus 3.5.
Yeah, Seahawks. I can't bet with the Panthers.
In that game, I got to get in his caboose. I'm going to take Seattle.
Yep, samesies. 3-way sweep for the Seahawks and the Dolphins at the Chargers. Chargers plus 3.
Ooh!
God, that's a big game.
Boy, I tell you, I was all over the Dolphins on this, and then Greek's been talking me out of it.
Well, I just said everybody likes Miami.
I know. No, between that and the fact that they've been spending all that time over on the west coast of the country, and they stayed there, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it could be more of a bad thing. Give me the Chargers.
He's got big cojones.
He does.
He does.
He's got stones, this kid.
Tony Montana. Oh, man, I don't know.
Say hello to my little friend.
I'm going to take the Chargers, though.
Alrighty, I'm going to go Dolphins.
I'm going to go because I think the Dolphins win 35-34. Jimmy, you got a big watch party tomorrow.
I do, yeah. At Sailfish Sands, that's 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard in Stuart. It's another Miller Lite watch party. They're going to have $3 Miller Lite drafts, and we're going to have some Real Radio swag, and we'll be giving away a pair of Dolphins tickets so you can register to win. And that's the game against the Jets, the last regular season game of the year. So come on out. Sailfish Sands, 2000 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard in Stuart. I want to see you there. I'll be there from 4 to 6.
Got one more game,
Yes, we do. Patriots at the Cardinals Monday night. Cardinals plus 1.5.
I'm sorry, what was it?
Patriots, Cardinals plus 1.5.
Patriots, yeah, all the way.
Belichick gets some new treats for his beagle when he's out there in Arizona. I like New England.
All right, it's a 3-way sweep. We all like the Pats, and that'll do it.
That's it, boys
it
and
for this
girls.
week.
Follow that train. You know where you're going to end up? Out on the street because you'll lose your ass.
Off the rails.
That's right. You will lose your ass. Teddy covers again. Eagles tomorrow. Western Kentucky tonight, minus 7.5. And Oklahoma City. It is the Greek, Joe, and Jimmy. It is the Locker Room 92.1, only on Real Radio. We'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, I'm good. Peace.
Hi, this is Franny.
And this is Megan.
We're the hosts of Pillow Talk.
On this week's episode of Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan, we do a little catching up, and I get to hear about Megan's time with her famous cousin. Plus, we're going to talk about things people pretend to love but actually hate.
Yes, we have to get into that. Plus, these 9 irresistible traits that women have that men love. Is it true? How do we feel about that? Of course, you're going to find out, and we have to get to this DM. Things can be a little wild when you have a teenage daughter.
Yes, I can.
So all of that and so much more on this week's episode of Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan.
Are you faking it this year?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We've got just the thing to get you in the mood. Real Radio's 12 Days of Chaos is back. Now through December 18th, listen to Real Radio for your chance to win one of our 12 Days of Chaos grand prize giveaways. You can win some seriously cool stuff here, like
a Holy Stone foldable drone with 4K anti-shake camera, a Bake Brothers outdoor pizza oven, an infrared thermometer gun for cooking, an Xbox Series X1 TV game console from Albright Masonry, and tons more.
It's simple. All you have to do is listen to Real Radio each day to find out what you could win. Then enter each day for our daily grand prize giveaway at realradio921.com.
And let's not forget, it's all about the kids. You can donate your new unwrapped toys to the Marines Toys for Tots at participating toy drop locations near you.
It's the 18th annual 12 Days of Chaos. Ho, ho, ho. Only on Real Radio.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
We conquer cancer. For the mom-to-be who is out of treatment options. For the doctor who has a brilliant idea but needs research funding. For the people who faced cancer head-on and climbed incredible heights while they were with us. For the children who celebrate the end of chemo. We conquer cancer for all who have been touched by it. Conquer Cancer accelerates breakthroughs in research and care for every cancer, every patient, everywhere. Join us at conquer.org.